I want to check.
Oh, actually, I need to make sure this isn't... Okay, I did change it correctly. Gotta get that fail out of the way.
Yeah, that does not bode well.
Keo, I will say one thing, like, out of character here. So, you've had one fucking piece of loot on you since you first discovered the war room that you've never identified. And it makes me sad.
What, me?
Yes!
I don't have the material components or the spell to identify it.
Yeah.
Well, we probably
I-
had many people.
I
probably had
have the
many
spell.
people
I
who
just don't have the
could.
material component for it. So
What's the material
What-
component?
What is the item?
Like a
ping it?
pearl worth
Pearl.
200 GP.
it's a pearl worth
I
I
of
can make a
GP.
pearl, guys.
Eat it.
I literally have a spell that can make pretty much anything and everything.
No, spell
That
component.
cannot
Using
use creation for
Oh,
spell components.
fuck. No, yeah, if it's a component, you're right. God damn
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, cause
Tisk. Alright.
yeah, cause we had gotten, cause Garak had fucking gotten the pearl, and then he got fucking sucked into a wormhole. So
Oh no.
That's fine.
That's unfortunate.
yep.
You get
That's
sucked
fine.
off to
Wormholes
another
always have
land, or
another
in other
end, so
words,
he's
the
fine.
UK.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get one last thing up. I have to be choosy.
Is that where old boy made his way off to?
Huh?
Is that where old boy made his way off to? The UK?
He lived in the UK.
Oh.
Like,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
stayed up until like
Ew.
5, 6 a.m. to play my game.
Yeah, he is.
That's
Oh
disgusting.
shit.
Yeah, he's British.
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 Fair enough.
British people aren't real. They're just Canadians.
But
more
They
just
also add
in
U's
it?
into every word.
Mm.
They add so many extra letters and they say everything funny.
Mm.
What?
My favorite is aluminium. Like, where are you getting the IUM from, Bubs?
Aluminium.
It's literally not even spelled that way.
I know, but still.
Dude,
It's
I
spelled,
swear to God,
you're
I'd straight up call
stupid.
someone a slur if they said it like that to my face.
Oh my god. I'm like, no wonder we
fuck?
threw your tea in the goddamn harbor. Like, Jesus.
Jesus Christ. The
There
British
goes what
hate
I
is
need.
crazy here.
It is really crazy. Fuck them.
I could care less.
My hate for the British stems from my hate for Canadians.
Oh
My
My
God.
hate for
Fair
the
enough.
British stems from the British being British.
Fun fact,
Just being
apparently my
themselves.
dad's going to be going to Canada sometime next year. Early January, I think.
Tell him to hug a moose.
Tell him to stay away from the war crime parties.
Well, that might be an issue because he's going to check out all the dispensaries. So,
Hey.
you also want to know what's funny? So,
Hmm.
I don't know if I had told y'all this, but my dad had to go to the hospital recently, and they did a couple blood tests. Turns out he had the highest record of THC in his fucking system.
Let's go.
He set the high score?
Yeah, he set the ultimate high score.
God.
Like
Obsessed.
What a
like,
fucking
is,
legend.
Like, yeah, no, it was fucking
No,
crazy.
no, you don't get it. He's setting the high score.
Yeah. Fuck's sake.
Funny.
Yeah,
I'm an asshole. I'm sorry.
no,
I've decided I'm casting harm on B-Man.
no, it's like, what is it that he said? Like, they started calling him something around the hospital where he works, because he works in the
Oh,
IT
magic
department.
blood.
Weed man.
High five.
Hold on.
Hmm.
He wrote it down.
The high roller.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Yeah, there's the high roller.
Oh yeah, they started calling him Spicoli.
Ah, that's great.
Some started calling him Spicoli, and others call him 420 World Record Boy.
Oh
Nah.
man. Does everyone have all their shit up?
Yep.
You have order.
Nice. So yeah, we're
Oh, I
good to
just
begin.
realized
Yes.
we're 11. I
Really.
can do 3 Eldritch Blasts in a turn.
Mm.
Awesome.
Ooh, it's important to know.
Mm.
All right, you good, Amazon?
Yes.
Sweet. So recap is gonna be a little special this week, given some circumstances that will become apparent as the session progresses.
Mm.
We will start with Devin.
Hello. So, last time we were inside Helios. We had boarded the train and were just following the tracks as it were. And I believe we had a little bit of conversation about something or other that I don't think was really that important. But then Jax had decided to speak up and essentially say, depending on who you talk to, the quiet part out loud. And had brought up Dagny losing her mother, Nadira going through essentially a mini apocalypse.
Drama.
Full apocalypse, really.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Arathal losing and also willingly giving up some of his memories. Jax essentially being molested / raped and going to work for the Echoes for most of his life. And then Cobweb being just some steel trap of a mind, either that or he's just nothing bad has ever happened to him.
Nothing bad has ever happened and nothing ever will.
Nothing bad ever happens to the Kennedys.
And there was a long, I think it was like an hour or so before things really got off the rails.
Die.
And yeah, we flipped, crashed. Jax teleported out.
And everyone had found themselves inside of a mangled wreckage. The circumstances of your survival are odd. Perhaps your own strength is exceeding what you even know about yourselves. Perhaps it's the radiance in your chest. Perhaps it's the fate of the gods. It's up for interpretation, but mostly everyone had survived the crash, save for one companion who is currently worse for wear.
Oh, yeah.
His condition is grave, but his form is at least uncrumpled thanks to the efforts of Dagny. But it wasn't just the noise from the crash that had occupied their ears, as a low rumbling had begun to rise as everyone gets themselves out from the train wreck and takes cover as a large drill bursts through the side of the tunnel, and out from it popped a single occupant. A stout fellow, a dwarf by the name of Brutus Stalwarts, who was the sole operator of this large mining apparatus, who came to the quick aid of the party. He, of course, bore the mark of the Auroran Dawn on his chest, or his shoulder, I think is how I described it. But alas, with him having an abundance of medicinal resources, he was quick to assist the wounds of the party. And a story was gathered as he told a bit about himself, and you told a little bit about your own selves, before coming to an agreement. You help him scout out this crag he's been searching for, solo, and in return, he would give you a passage to the surface, which would set you on the right road. And so, he gave a crash course to each of you on the basics of operating Old Bessie, and you learned it shockingly quick for as strange of a mechanism as it is to everyone. And so, away you dug, and eventually arrived at a camp where he quickly packed up his things. And not even a short distance later, you arrived at the crag as you entered a very large, freshly opened crevice in the earth. Your steps were the only thing occupying your ears, as this cave was as quiet and unsettling as it was almost empty. Save for, of course, a few glimmering veins of singing silver, a resource that Brutus went on to describe as one of the key components for creating technology for which the Auroran avatars are dependent. And with the party's assistance, Brutus had successfully gotten these veins extracted, and a lot of the 6 of you successfully got this back onto Bessie. And from there, everyone mounted back onto the old girl as the mechanism began to wind back to life, and Brutus puts the thing into gear. And beep boop boop beep boop beep boop boop. Here you find yourselves as the ride back has begun. In a different direction from the camp, mind you. And Brutus would call over the roar of the engine as all of you settle on. Oh, can you smell that? I sure can. It's the smell of profit, I reckon. We're gonna be heading back to good old Coonaholt now, and we're gonna have ourselves a little sit down, a few drinks, catch up on some sleepies, and then I'll keep up my end of the deal. Yeah, sound good?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sticks and stones sound are alright, I guess, when you're on the road, but I wouldn't really mind having a bed for once.
Yeah. I know just the place. Now, Coonaholt is quite the place. I like to call it home, really. Or home away from home. You know how that is. I was gonna say, I know plenty of folks there, but now that I'm trying to think about it, I guess I only maybe know one or two. Maybe it's because most of the time I go there I end up drunk.
So
We're going to get along famously.
So what is this Coonaholt like?
Oh, Coonaholt, it's a little hole in the ground, see? And, well, it started out as a little detachment from a topside settlement, good old town of Cyrene, but for a lot of hard-working folks like us, we preferred were getting our hands nice and dirty, yeah? And the hike from down here to up there was kind of a lot. So, a big, like, kind of semi-permanent camp started down here in the caves, and then it became less of a camp and more of a town, and yeah, it just kind of became its own thing, I think.
And the people in Coonaholt, they would go out and find this singing silver and other materials?
Oh sure, plenty of stuff down here. Well, it's not really about the mining, but although that was a big part of it. You see, the earth is kind of shifted down here, and I mean that literally. You spend enough time, you'll see that the rock starts to slip and slide, and rock here will slip around Helios, and you'll see other bits of rock kind of slip in.
Is it just rotating rock, or is there magma in there?
Oh yeah, it gets real hot sometimes. I kind of burned my last set of equipment to go into places like that. It only gets really hot when you get up into the no-go zones. But, I mean, there's a lot of reasons not to go there, so to each their own.
Interesting.
Say, maybe if we get to town, we might find the person that I was stuck with who ran off. I think I talked about him, didn't I? Good old Havar. Good for nothing rotten beard.
Yeah, you mentioned him.
Oh, yeah. Kinda seems weird that he'd be, off to leave me here. But, I mean, he is kinda dense, so, you know what? You'll fuck with him. You can go and, you know...
See a dwarf like you?
Oh, yeah.
See, do you any gauge on his age? I know dwarves age differently.
Oh, middle age, give or take. Never ask the numbers, you know. You might get a hard fist coming your way.
I mean, I don't imagine he has such a luxurious beard as yours.
Oh, man. You might have a nice shiny beard on some of these dwarves, but I say that a shiny beard is an unused beard. You get the little bits of rock in there, you get the dirt, the smudge, the grit, the coal, all of it. And that is a beautiful beard in my opinion. One that has a story to it.
Yeah,
of course, it kind of stinks, but...
I actually heard about that back home. Beards, the dwarven beards act as a sort of natural mask. Keeps the particulates out of your lungs. I didn't think it was true.
Yeah, it gets a little bit dusty sometimes, and your morning and it kicks up. So, you just take your beard, shove it to your nostrils, and it's like a filter.
Huh. Well, the more you know.
Yeah.
Well,
and that's
Shit,
why
I might
it
have
gets
to
so
grow myself one.
I don't think I've ever seen a goblin grow a beard.
No.
Me neither, but that's not gonna stop me.
I would pay good money to see that.
How much money as he prepares to cast alter self?
No, that doesn't count.
Ah, whatever.
But also from what I've read, that depending on how well kept a dwarf's beard is, it is the status of wealth as well.
Yeah, it's a someone who sits on the tush and don't do nothing but make people do other stuff for him. Well, that's just me.
Well, there's always someone higher up delegating someone else to do the dirty work.
Yeah, I guess you have a point. Someone's got to do the thinking, I reckon.
Otherwise, a bigger fish.
Oh, right.
Any idea who is in charge of Kunaholt?
Oh, that's what... You know, now I'm thinking about it, I'm not sure there's anyone in charge.
You're self-governing?
I guess. Like, we just never really had, like, a lord.
Just kind of fell into place.
It's something like that.
Know any other factions that are causing any trouble in Kunaholt?
Oh, there's plenty of hooligans, yeah. But, you know, they mess around long enough, they get a rock thrown their way, and off they go. The trash seems to take itself out. Well,
No
I mean,
larceny. Got it.
Oh, yeah. If things get really bad, you get the Auroran military coming down, and then, yeah, everybody's on the best behavior when that happens.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we wouldn't know anything about that.
Oh, I'll be glad you don't. They're forced to be reckoned with, yeah. But you know what? They're good people, I gotta say. They do what they do for a reason.
Oh?
Oh, yeah. This place is all we go. You think about the history of the world, you can't be fighting one another these days. I'm gonna get political about it, but, you gotta look after each other. That's what I always tell myself. Probably what Kunaholt tells themselves.
If only everyone thought as you did.
Well, see, that's kind of a double-edged sword, yeah? Some people think, hey, it's a big open world, it's ours, I can do what I want. Others say, you know, we only got one world, let's not mess it up.
But we live inside of Helios, yes?
Well, yeah.
What if I told you that there are people living outside of it as well?
Like me.
No, no.
Oh,
Not everybody needs to
wait,
know our
oh.
secrets.
I think I've heard a couple of tall tales before, but what do they call them? That Avatar effort, shooting people off there. I reckon that they're going somewhere of importance. There's rumors going around that it's, you know, there's people out there, but people spin tall tales. Mighty entertaining though.
Why tall tales? Do you think it's just a load of bull?
Well, I mean, getting out there is not really easy, yeah?
You got a point there.
Only seen that some of the, big guys up in the ranks get to go outside directly. And, you know, not that I know much about it, but it ain't, well, last I heard, the only thing they, got to send out there was one of the dragon folks.
Dragon folks.
Yeah. Yeah, one of the shiny dragon warped into a person and walked out. I can't remember his name. Political figure, you know how it is.
A dragonborn, you mean?
No, the dragons.
Like a polymorphed dragon.
No, dragons just I don't really know how they work. I consider myself lucky I haven't directly met one, but they turn into people sometimes, right?
Yeah,
Or maybe-
yeah. Arethal's kind of on the right path. It's not polymorph, but it's basically polymorph.
Maybe I'm thinking of a tall tale too. I
Any idea what color it was?
don't know.
Yeah, I got a question. If you don't know, you don't know. How you ever see how they go up top? Because I'm assuming they probably take like their ships or something. Because how else are they gonna get up there?
Well, there's the gates. in the heart of the cities, but you know it's kind of hush hush, kind of, and you can't just walk in there.
Oh yeah.
Usually they
obviously.
just. Oh yeah. Usually they just relay the avatars out there. I mean, why would you risk bodily harm when you could just get a free one that's disposable?
These gates are inside the kingdoms.
Well, I see gate puts more like a portal. Why don't we get a round of perception rolls?
Gotcha.
That's a fucked up number.
And I still rolled a 16.
Still rolled a 16.
Ah, shit.
Yeah. Oh. God.
Boom. Hey, there we go.
The drill's too loud.
What?
Is it actually?
No,
Oh,
I'm
right.
just looking, speaking from Arathon.
Let me see. Da. Beep boop. Why don't you do one? You're driving, right? God, come on, Brutus. Nice. Brutus is, well, in his words, mouthing off about spun tales as he is described so far in the conversation. Although for a few people, starting with Nadira, and of course this would become more apparent to everyone as you continue along Bessie along this winding tunnel, which does show increasing signs of foot traffic as it seems to slowly spiral in upwards direction. You notice that there's something that's slightly out of place that catches your eyes. There's something scrabbled along the cavern walls. A scratchy, looks like something written hastily with what looks like charcoal against one of the walls. You can see a big arrow pointing in the direction from whence you had just come from, and the words accompanying it: turn back, run away.
I don't suppose we could tell how fresh they are, considering we're in the drill and everything.
You'll have to get closer.
I really want to
That's
stop.
not ominous.
Hey, old Brutus. You said that the rock down here shifts around a lot, right?
A bit, yeah.
Is it possible that we might be heading towards a dangerous area? Perhaps
Nope.
things shift... No?
No, check it out. See those tracks? We're on one of the main veins towards Kuna Holt now. I reckon we'll be there soon.
Can I... Insight? Oh, yeah, Aerothol's got it. Fuck it.
Arathon's in the back, like, X to doubt.
Arathol, you have sharp senses, obviously, needs no introduction, and you see this ominous warning hastily scrawled on the cavernous wall. And you see that it says, again, turn back, run away, and the arrow is pointing from the direction you just came from, as if the direction you were out in is incredibly dangerous and someone is putting an ominous warning. So it's not where you're going, it's pointing towards where you came from.
Oh, my bad. I
And-
completely... Yeah, my bad.
This- Yeah. It's a bit far off, so again, you'll have to get closer to learn more. But it's the only thing of its kind within the immediate area, besides the occasional torch sconce, which can be seen dotting in increasing variation.
So, Brutus,
Yeah. Sorry. What?
what kind of dangerous creatures are down here?
Uh,
Well, back where we came from.
Well, nothing out of the ordinary lately. Just most of them like digging bug people, and then there's like the rocks that look like rocks but aren't actually rocks, and then they have big like stony the bulettes. That's the word I was looking for. There's the occasional band of Coreforged, but yeah, they are as ill fond of us as we are of them. At least the rogue ones. What? I didn't scare you, did I?
No, just I saw that sign.
What
There
sign?
Can I point it out to him?
Sure.
Yeah.
He looks up and like he didn't even notice because he rolled a 6. He just, whoa, look at that. Hold on a tick. And Bessie comes
shit.
to a stop. Huh. Now, ordinarily, I wouldn't pay a bunch of graffiti mind, but that looks like charcoal all too familiar. Damn kids. And he hops off of Bessie, and he himself begins to approach. He furrows his brow a little bit, slightly frustrated.
You have some idea who wrote it down?
He puts 2 fingers towards the text, and he kind of rubs this charcoal between his fingers, and gives it a sniff. Dirty, rotten kids. This is me charcoal! Wonder if they took it from me camp, or... No, maybe they conned it off us when we were sipping back at the tavern.
When did your buddy piss off and leave you? Because it could have been him too.
Havar?
Because he just ran off, right?
Yeah, he did.
So that he could have just had it.
Yeah, if he ran off in a hurry and was coming this way, he would have written this as a warning.
Now, why would he...
Might explain why he sort of dipped out on you.
Yeah, he did. Ran off. You'd think that he'd be running back to me, his buddy, but no. Back to Kunaholt, leave me for rot, I guess. But then again, he probably didn't see me. Yeah, I called out to him, but he had those damn earmuffs in.
I mean, did he say anything after he ran off? Before he
Well,
ran
see,
off?
I was tending to camp, right? Getting Bessie ready. Making little cogs and whatnot. And then that's when that thing I was talking about happened, when everything shifted up all nasty, right? Think it came from up top?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's how the crack opened, I reckon. And he went to go check it out, and then he just ran off.
Must have seen something then.
Oh, I
Yeah.
reckon he didn't. He probably would have saw it too. He went towards the cave.
Well, now that you mention it, there was something strange about that cave.
Eh?
Well, I'd look at a wall and then I'd see something deadly, and then I'd look back and it would disappear, like it'd be just a straight wall.
Question for you, sweetie. Is your first time skulking around in these caverns?
These caverns in particular, yes.
Well, there's aura dancing around here, yeah? And sometimes just these things that aren't right there. Sometimes if you're breathing too much of the aura, it makes your magic all tingly in your fingers. You're one of the magic casting people, folks, yeah? So maybe you're just seeing things. I think I saw some with my first time too, but I paid it no mind. You stare at the dark too long, it tends to make faces at you.
Don't think that's normal.
Oh, well, suppose anything's possible.
Well, I don't think I was the only one who saw something in the walls.
Well, and the other takers.
I mean, I think I saw something, but then when I looked again, like you said, wall.
Mm-hmm.
Well, don't really know what to make of that. I'm not a doctor. And
Yeah, maybe you guys just need a rest. I didn't see anything.
Oh, see? Yeah, I reckon you're someone who's a little more acquainted to running around in the rocks, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, you got your sea legs. Well, earth legs. Yeah, I think that's the expression goes, right? Yeah. Yeah. I guess some people don't fare well in the dark, but if you hang around here long enough, maybe even in Kunaholt, I'm sure you'll adjust. But the way I see it, this is either kids who are taking our stuff and pulling pranks wouldn't be the first time, or Havar's maybe going off a deep end.
Well, if you happen to catch sight of him, I think I'd like to have a chat with him if you don't mind.
Sure. He runs fast, though, I'll tell you that.
We have ways of slowing him down.
Yeah. Well, I suppose we should get back
Produces taser from her robe.
I suppose we should finish getting back to where we're going, yeah?
Yes.
Right. Alright. Hop up. And forward you continue. Alright. Check one more thing here. Jaxel, you did pretty good on your perception check.
Yes, I did.
I imagine you at
What,
this
what
point.
do my old man eyes see?
I imagine you're probably kicking it back with your mitts in your pockets as you usually do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just hanging around waiting.
In towards your compartment in Old Bessie as you kind of lean in and you sulk your posture a little bit, and your fingers would graze something in your pockets for which you are not familiar. Of course, there's your cigars that you have in your stock, but one of them feels a bit different from the others. Instinctually, you would pull it out. And you are... Shut the fuck up. You pull out the strange extra cigar to find that this is a cigar of dwarven make. You can see the dwarven etchings that are on the wrapper, and it has a particular smell to it that almost smells like an old mine, with a hint of earthy tones. This is not yours, but it looks good.
Ooh. I'm gonna put that in its own little pocket, make sure it's real safe.
Save that shit for a rainy day, right on.
I can't read Dwarven, so I won't be able to understand the runes, so.
Dwarven boof, finally.
Understanding a gift from the supposed gods, you put this dwarven cigar away safely, for safekeeping. You're gonna try that when the moment comes for sure.
Oh, yeah. You're just gonna see him, like, in a random hotel, just cheeching it up in the corner, crouched down, like an animal.
And this ride would only continue on for a short while longer before the signs of life continue. And eventually you can see a few distant figures that are passing by as their silhouettes are dancing among the torchlight, as there's now signs of actual life. And there's a greater glow from the settlements you are about to crest the hill to enter. And as you do, you see plainly Kunaholt proper. Ah, look at her! Glowing like one of them fancy light shows in the big city. Personally, I prefer this one, really.
Yeah, there's something quaint about underground settlements. Something cozy about being surrounded by tons and tons of rock.
That's right. Something to really plant yourself into. Something sturdy, right?
Yeah, I know a good
Reminds me
hole
of
when
home.
I see one.
I can't wait to toss back a keg with you after a good day's work.
Yeah, if you can keep up.
Oh,
Don't
challenge,
I'm gonna say
really?
this now. Do not challenge a dwarf when it comes to drinking.
No. Let Cobweb have his moment here. Let's see if he can put his mettle to the test, yeah?
The last time I tried this, I rolled a 1!
You're getting war flashbacks.
Mm-hmm.
You can see that Kunaholt is a relatively quiet, small subterranean settlements. This place has the occasional silhouettes of people of all stature that are moving throughout. Most of this appears to be small little homesteads and hovels, but there's shops and smithing stations and small little common areas that are dotted throughout. You can see that for a place that is as seemingly ragtag as described, it's surprisingly well made. A lot of the fittings and material used to create some of these homes are pretty high end, given the nature of the place. And you can see even those basic torches are almost magically enchanted in some way. It's pretty well established for a place of this description, suffice to say. And looking around, there's dwarves primarily, but there are plenty of humans, the occasional elf, and even the few odds and ends of exotic races that are dotting among the sparse crowds. Definitely found a place of life.
Diverse crowd you got here. How do the surface dwellers fare down here?
It depends. I mean, I talk big game for Kunahol, but it ain't that bad, you know. It's not like one of them grungy towns in the city. People here really take care of themselves. Well, take care of others too. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got heart.
That's the word I was looking for. See, you get it.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of home. And with that, Cobweb disembarks from old Bessie.
Aha. All right. 1 second here. I imagine everyone is doing much of the same.
Yes.
Yep.
Go. Okay.
Yes.
You do so, and Brutus he kind of looks both ways. He parks the drill in a relatively quiet edge of town, but one that does have a bit of cover. And he's very keen to make sure there's no peering eyes before he opens up one of the many compartments in Old Bessie. And he looks once again at the singing silver, and you can see that this man's eyes widen and sparkle all the same. You can see that now that he's successfully secured this stuff, he's eyeing it with great wonder in his eyes on how fancy he'll be able to settle, assuming that he makes as much as he seemingly thinks he will.
Don't get too excited, old man. I'm about to drink you broke.
Oh, after we cash in here, even after the free hammers take their cut, what we're gonna be making, I think that we can handle more than one drinking contest. You want 2, you want 10, you come find me anytime. Well, maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. Yeah. In any case, I know just the place. Imagine that travelers like yourself are gonna want somewhere nice and cozy. So, what better place than the Cozy Cave Tavern? Kind of a cool name, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, bit on the nose, but I can get behind it.
Oh yeah. I mean, that would be the fancy work of Mr. Token. He's the runner of the place, and let me tell you, the dude's as warm as the fires that keep the place cozy.
Oh, a hearth sounds fantastic right now.
Yeah. But, listen here. Now, I'm not gonna vag on anybody here from Kunahol, but listen. We don't talk about the loot that we got, cause if we're gonna be getting off our rockers, there ain't gonna be nothing stopping someone who's nosy with a lockpick or two to pop up an old Bessie and empty her belly, you understand?
I'm gonna take a quick look around, see if anybody is just watching us at all.
Perception roll.
14.
Okay.
There's the occasional passing glance of those who are passing by, but there's nothing that's really bringing attention to you. You can see that there elsewhere within Kunahold are other examples of some machinery, stationary, mobile, or otherwise, that are of the same caliber as old Bessie. You think that this drill really isn't anything of substance and is very commonplace. So, no real attention is currently on you specifically.
So, with that being said, just don't spend a whole lot of money, making it seem like you just came into a whole lot of money.
Yeah.
Don't be showboaty about it.
This guy
Sure,
gets
yeah,
it.
you guys can drink yourself drunk. That's good with me.
Oh yeah. Well, I just thinking about it's getting me going. What do you say we get?
Yeah.
Yeah. Lay off a little bit. It's a good day. Hey, you know, now that we're back and nice and safe and cozy, I gotta say, may have said it was convenient that I had found you, but I think it's awfully convenient that a crew of you popped into my lap just when I was needing one. You know, how's everyone supposed to expect me to do this work myself? Even with 2 people, running Bessie's a pain in the bitch.
How long has it
Yeah,
been
all the
that
more,
way?
all the more.
Since well, I think since I got this assignment, really. You know, it's kind of odd too. I get it. It's probably tough times with the war effort going on, but 2 people to go excavating, I mean, come on.
Oh, hang on, I'll be right back. Sorry. Fucking. Ah.
At least when it comes to the train crash, any crash you can walk away from is a good one.
Yes.
Yeah. Luck's on our side. Well, enough belly aching. Let's take a load off, right?
Yes.
Here.
Yes.
Let's see. Nadira, you are towards the back of the group, lagging behind your thoughts to yourself as usual. And as the party before you, in the company of Brutus, approach the increasing warm light of Kunaholt, you, with a good perception check from when you rolled, you notice something peculiar about the condition of your party. You can see that for most of them, their boots appear to have dried blood at the heels. Looks almost like they were stepping in a blood puddle, but is mostly dried now.
Are there certain members that don't have blood on the boots, or is it everybody?
It's everybody, including yourself as you look down to your own boots.
I am gonna take my fingers and swipe at the blood, the material. And I want to smell it. Does it have the iron, the iron you associate with blood?
Yes, it does.
Goody gum drops. Is it the color of normal blood, or is it an abnormal red? Or
This
red
is
at all?
blood, to be certain. Nothing
100%.
abnormal, but
Great.
blood all the same.
Cool. Are we leaving footprints behind us?
It seems to have dried. You look back in Old Bessie, and there's a little bit of evidence of people sitting around, but it's, again, dry by now.
That's not creepy at all. I'm gonna wipe off my heels using my hands as best as possible, and then make the rest of the group aware that we all have dried blood on our shoes.
I'm gonna look down at my shoes.
Much of the same.
Oh, there's more there than normal.
Yeah. None of us are bleeding last I checked either, so...
Can I think of any point where we actually stepped in blood? Because I don't think we've encountered a dead body recently.
You think
Oh.
back, and The only dead bodies you encountered were back in the large cave that you had cleared, but those bodies were ancient. There wasn't any blood to speak of, so nothing comes to mind. Minus maybe your own in the train crash, but nobody was really bleeding that badly.
Did we identify what those words were written out with? Back in the tunnel?
Oh,
It was
those were in
charcoal.
common. It was written in charcoal.
Okay, the charcoal was the question. I
Yeah.
couldn't remember.
We didn't really look around that much. We were focused on the words.
Hmm.
Maybe there was obviously, if you're writing a sign like that, you're either fully aware of what is there, or you just came from the danger and now are warning others. So somebody could have been wounded writing them, and we just walked a little bit through their drippings.
Yeah.
Or you may just be thinking about it too much, and I'll use prestidigitation to clean my boots.
You
Well,
do
we're
so.
not thinking about it enough.
Within a few quick swipes of your incantation, your boots are clean, shiny even, as they reflect the warm light of Kunaholt.
Oh, when Nadira mentioned that to everybody, was Brutus's boots also had? Did they also have blood?
Oh yes.
Okay. Alrighty, well, I mean, we're kind of away from where... It obviously happened before we got on Bessie, so unless we specifically go back there, it's not really, it's whatever.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that, folks.
We have blood on our shoes.
Sick.
Yeah, Cobweb, you look down, and as I relayed to everyone, Nadir was the first to notice. All of you have dried blood upon your shoes, as if you have been stepping through blood puddles. It's long dried, however.
Okay. That might as well happen.
Or maybe,
It's an occupational hazard.
maybe the simplest answer is the most accurate.
And?
Brutus mentioned that the ore can cause you to see things. What if it can actually create an illusion of what you're seeing, if it's strong enough?
I suppose that's a possibility.
I was more thinking along the lines of if it can make you see things, maybe it can also hide things from you.
Exactly my point.
Yeah, fair enough.
But we can speculate about that later.
Yeah, my
I need a
thinking
bath.
makes my head hurt.
And I need a bath. Following after
Hey,
Brutus.
Brutus had almost left you guys behind, almost not noticing that you had lagged behind and disgust upon yourself with him, ignorant to the blood on his own boots, enters the tavern of the Cozy Cave Tavern. And he is... You can see he is more than ready to wet his whistle.
Cobweb cracks his neck and prepares to fail.
I suppose you're all walking in.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can see that the entrance to this has a very well-made sign that has gilded metal that is adorning the wooden posts for which the Cozy Cave's name is written. And you can see there was two establishing names to the Mr. and Mrs. Token, who seem to be the founders and primary runners of the place. And there is the smell of tantalizing food and some delicious drinks all stirring within the air, the likes of which have never quite grazed any of your nostrils before. It's starting to dawn on all of you now. You've just arrived at your first true settlement native to the Auroran Kingdom, and so the food reflects their prowess.
I know this picture. It's on my
Yeah,
cookbook.
You can see that there's a few bards in the corner that had just started up a tune. and this place is definitely the busiest out of the rest of Kunahol. There had been sparse people here and there, but this seems about a third at capacity. There's people of all walks of life that have come here. Most of them appear to be working class, although there's the occasional person who seems to be of a more delicate complexion who's come down here for whatever their own reasons. The food here is diverse and tantalizing. There's strange fruits that are diced up, prepared, steamed, mixed in with salads. Top meats that have certain complexions and swirls, colors, glazings. For a working class town, this seems very extravagant indeed. Almost none of this food you recognize. At least, not the specifics. Of course, you have your breads, your rolls, your salads, but this seems to have been refined in such a way that the natural grown resources in Inner Helios are here for you to dine upon firsthand.
Cobweb would approach the bar.
I require sustenance.
You hop right up.
Hold on. Cobweb.
What's up?
We don't necessarily have proper currency for down here.
Oh,
You both feel a hearty slap on your backs as Brutus is right there at the front with you. Hey, given the profit today, it's all on me.
Alrighty, give me some turkey leg.
make you regret that.
And then he calls over as you see a middle-aged man, dark skin with this short, gray hair, who's currently finishing up business on a few patrons at the far end of the bar walk over. And he gives a smile and a warm nod. Hey, Brutus! Back so soon! Good news from the mines, I hope? Why do you think we're celebrating? Now, I can't speak the nitty-gritties, but let's have the usual for my new friends. You see Mr. Token gives a nod and a smile, and he seemingly knows exactly what Brutus is talking about and begins making arrangements for your drinks, most primarily. And within a few moments, whether you ordered it or not, there's a round of drinks for everybody in the party, Brutus included, at the bar.
Dagny is very pointedly going to push the drink away and will kindly ask the bartender, "Do you have something for us sober folk?"
I have a thing or two. Would you like something that bubbles in the mouth or something smooth and cold? And nice?
Smooth and cold, please.
Aha. Very well. And he marches right away and would give you a nice tall glass of what looks like water that has a bit of fruity flavoring added to it.
Yeah.
Before handing that off to you.
Start sipping at it.
For you did see him make this, he had a single slice of this bright pink fruit that only a couple drops went into, yet the flavor is very extravagant, and it swirls in your mouth and surprises you. You're not sure if magic's involved? It must be, given the circumstances, but it's as surprising as it is refreshing.
I don't think I've seen a fruit like that before. What is it?
Oh, this old stuff? Oh, this is, Monson Core.
Monson core.
Yeah. These grow pretty high up usually, but there's plenty to go around. I did hear that they had a few Bonson Core farms they got up into the sky in a few of the airships. Kind of intuitive that they're using the altitude like that. And when they're ready to harvest, they just bring it down.
It's quite concentrated.
Oh, you think that's concentrated? You should see some of the other drinks that go heavy on it. It's a bit too strong for my taste, but everyone has their own. The dwarves like to go on a little bit harder.
Use it for alcohol, eh?
Oh, undoubtedly. It mixes in quite nicely. Although it does lose a bit of that tinge to it when mixed in with the alcoholic aspects of things, but again, every taste is unique.
Fair enough. I imagine we're still, like, waiting for food, right?
It'll probably be a few short minutes, you think.
Jax will look over to see what Dagny's drinking, kind of just like mutter to himself, just be like, man, some people are weird just drinking straight mixer.
I can't even say shit. I once finished a full bottle of peppermint mixer.
Hey, you know,
While
if it's
drunk.
good, it's good.
I don't even want to think about that. Holy shit.
That is admirable.
That's probably like terrible though.
God. Anyway, yeah, I didn't leave the bathroom all night. For fuck's sake. Cobweb would grab the mug in both hands and give it a good.
What's this?
This is what I call the sparkling barrel. And if you look carefully, you'll see, of course, it's got the sparkly bubblies. But check out the mug. You know they only serve this drink in this mug. And you look down, and of course, it looks like a small distillery barrel that had been turned upright and was given a handle. And it has these little etchings along the metallic bracings. It's very fancy.
That is fucking hilarious. I love it. Okay. Cobweb is slamming that shit back immediately.
Ooh, and so you do. And tossing it back, you can feel the tingle run through your extremities, and you feel just very noticeably elated. You feel lighter, floatier, and a bit giddy.
I feel like a song. No, I'm kidding.
I'm kidding. I'm not doing that.
You would put your mug down only to see that Brutus has already put his mug down a good 5-10 seconds before you and is wiping the foam from his beard and just seems as steady as a rock with a nice relaxed grin on his face.
Fucking show off.
Well, not my first rodeo.
I can tell.
You guys are all right. Haven't really seen such a diverse crowd, though. Usually most people traveling in packs have some sort of garb, or they all belong to something, usually. Is that your story? You all belong to something? Or are you all just friends, wandering?
Yeah.
You could say that we belong with each other.
Oh, ain't that heartfelt.
Alright, enough with the sappy shit. Round 2!
Suit yourself.
Jax will look over at the I don't know, the barmaid or whatever, whoever brought us the drinks.
Yep.
Be like,
Mr.
excuse me, do you do flask refills?
We can have that arranged.
Alrighty. Because it's for traveling and everything, you wanna give me like the best of the bottom shelf.
Yes, we can have that
Can't
arranged
really
as
get
well.
too fancy on the road.
Well, the jurisdiction of the inner city doesn't necessarily travel well out here, and I tend to treat everybody here as nicely as I can. Fuel for the fire to work hard, as they usually call it.
Yeah, I get that.
We think alike. Very well. We'll give you just a thing. You can see he has these little small, they look like wine aging barrels, and he gives it all a twist and would begin filling your flask. It looks like a dark colored whiskey.
Perfect.
He slides it over to you. This is generally better for taking off in sips on a long travel on foot. It keeps you loosened at the joints. Well, of course, if you have too much, you get too loose, and then, well, you find yourself taking a nap sooner than you like, but...
A little loose to do these old bones good.
Aha. Okay, so we do think alike. So, you all had been out, mining, I expect. So, I am curious with the recent tremors on how things are looking out there. Is our road cut off again?
Was it?
Didn't seem that way.
No, that's a relief. Less infrastructure to keep paying to have paved out. Of course, all the hard working men and women to keep this place running. I don't mean just my place, but the whole town, really.
Considering you guys are living in a constantly shifting geological landform, this place seems pretty sturdy.
well, we're close enough to the surface where we're not going to get detached and then swept under. Some horror stories of a few places that traveled too far and then got sucked off into the uninhabitable zone, and they were never heard from again.
You
That
don't
sounds
say.
like a horror story.
Quite
I was
so.
going to make a comment, but then you kind of made it sad.
Yeah.
Get cooked.
That's why I consider mining such a dangerous yet noble prospect. We all need the resources from down there, but it seems like the deeper you go, the greater the risk of you being shifted into no man's land.
Speaking
Or
of
come in that
greater
way.
risk, I imagine you as a innkeeper keep track of certain peoples that pass through here, yes?
Yes. Yes, I do. To a point. Mostly for sales work.
Did you happen to see any sign of Havar anywhere?
He was with you, Brutus, when he initially came. But I would have expected him to be sitting next to you all.
No, apparently he ran off after a bit of a spook, apparently.
Spook. I thought he was made of sterner stuff than that. See, Brutus just kind of like, ah. A sore subject for him now, so it seems.
Yeah, let's not talk about sad. We're here to drink and eat.
Well, I'm sure he'll turn up. He always has been a bit odd, I imagine. He is in a land like this, so.
You have any idea who he usually hangs out with?
He's been on one or two expeditions before this with a arrangement of different people from the Freehammers. Brutus once or twice.
So I guess the Freehammers would be the only one that has that kind of information about where he might be.
Suppose so. I would have expected if he'd run off to come back here. Well, he's confused, but he's got spirit. I guess that's what Brutus always says, right? Brutus gives a nod of that. Yeah. We need to change the subject now. And Brutus kind of shakes his head once again. Yeah. Well, I'm sure he'll come crawling back, probably hitting on all the elf ladies like you do, Token, you being a single man. Token gives a bit of a smile. What can I say? I may be old, but I still have some game.
Attaboy.
And it was at this time where the food arrives. And it is just as unfamiliar as it is enchanting as the rest of the plates that are spread throughout this tavern. And you have a spread of meats and fruits, breads, all in this nice little circular arrangement, almost some artistry that goes to this. And there is a full plate of this, identical in meals to each of you.
Like a charcuterie board?
Mm-hmm.
And then Jax will just start eating. If there's any bones, he eats all the bones too.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Cobweb is a picky eater, and they don't have chicken fingers.
Can I determine which meat tastes most like chicken?
There's two different kinds of meat that are on this platter. There's kind of an outside meat that's in like small little fillets, and then there's a bigger serving on the inside. And the smaller little bits I described are more chicken-like, although they have a bit of a tang almost to them, which is unusual for meat, but you have come to expect that in a place like this. And the central roast is a bit more hearty. It's a bit more familiar than most, but very filling.
Like beef or venison or...
It's all good. It don't matter. Just eat it.
Yeah, Cobweb tears that shit up, for sure.
We had to change up our choice of meats a little bit. The centerpiece now is roast shimmer sheep.
Interesting. And this?
You made...
As I put it, the other one?
Oh. We changed it up too, but now that I'm thinking about it, I can't seem to quite recall what we changed it to. That is either...
It's fine.
I apologize, I'm usually more keen on our menu. It seems my memory has slipped by me once again. Why don't we have one more round of perception rolls?
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
It's beef inspecting time.
God
Oh
damn.
my god.
There it is.
Fuck.
I see into the next world.
Aerithal sees
Fucking
every single
damn.
spice that was used.
That grain looks different than the other grain. Why is that?
Yeah. I just kind of imagine while Dagny is sort of building the plate with like the bread and the cheese and putting the meat and eating at it, she's sort of reminiscing about all the times she can remember about hanging out with the group at the Singing Rings.
It does bear a lot of familiar tones. Now, you've been just as welcomed and filled here as you were back at the Singing Rings. And you're beginning to have a bit of parallels drawn between this place and home. You found so far that your time here in Kunaholt is very homely, very familiar, as for even just the briefest moment, those divides between the Auroran Dawn and Highshire fade just a little. As for that fucking crit on that perception roll, Aerithal, there's two curious things that catch your eye. You notice to a far corner of the tavern, there's a full spread of food that looks ready to eat. That's been sitting out for maybe no longer than 15 minutes. However, nobody's there. Seems as though someone abandoned a great meal, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
It's for the
And
ghosts.
Motherfucker.
you look over towards the other far side, the far left, and you notice there are two individuals who are to themselves with a drink in hand and a smaller meal. And you can see that they have these more formal wear on them. These white coats with these gilded buttons and a emblazoned insignia on their shoulders.
Oh shit.
It bears some very familiar tones to the officer that you had come in contact with back at the Sindala farmhouse. However, these are different people. Still, they have similar making to them, and you'd think it would only take one glance over to you, assuming they know who you are, to raise suspicion.
Oh shit.
We've
Alright.
arrived at
That's
the background
not
and find out portion
good.
of the evening.
Dagny. Just gonna like tap her on the shoulder.
What?
You might have a slight problem. Don't fully turn around. Put the table over there, and I'm gonna point at the. I'm not gonna point. I'm going to nudge in the direction that I saw.
Not changing my position, I'm gonna see if I can get a good look from the corner of my eye.
Let's see here.
I point. No, you don't.
You've been buried in your meal until this point. You kind of allowed your guard down, having the reminiscence of home. And you do notice the individuals that Aerithal speaks of, and that guard you let down immediately strengthens back up, and you feel a bit more on edge all the same. It does have some familiar tones to members of the Auroran military.
Don't draw attention to yourself. Act like you belong.
I'm not sure how to help everyone else, but I have an idea. Let me see here. Cobweb is going to reach up for his helm, and as he takes it off, he's going to cast Alter Self to make himself appear as a, what is it called? Halfling.
Oh. Easily done. As you suddenly...
I'll spend a sorcery point to make it subtle.
Ah.
Yeah, there we go.
Moments, you have Cobweb, who is seated directly next to Brutus. Another, an unfamiliar individual of small stature, is now seated in his place. Brutus is busy distributing the next round of drinks to everyone, much of the same thing as before. And he looks over to you, Cobweb, and he is about to hand some, and he stops. What? Who the HE double fuck are you?
Well, shit, I didn't think this far ahead. God damn
it's
it.
Cobweb. He just has like imposter syndrome or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
He brings a suspicious face close to yours and gives you a sniff.
I'm sick of the head.
You son of a bitch! Oh, you're a joker, are you?
Yeah, I guess you're not drunk enough yet to fall for that.
Oh, you don't want to see who's gonna get off of the rocker? Come on, buddy. Let's see what you got. No name.
I'm ready.
Toss in the bag with him.
Yeah.
Con save.
Alrighty, advantage because of Hilrune. Hiya! Oh wait, that's dumb. Stupid.
Without drawing attention to myself, I'm just gonna keep an eye on the officers, making sure their attention isn't directed over towards us at all.
Oh, no.
I think you should. I think you should, Hilrune.
Oh yeah!
This one makes you almost feel like you are weightless for a few moments. And you feel like if you succumb to the influence of this weightless feeling, you're going to end up on the floor. So instinctually, you grip the bar top and firmly plant yourself in place so you don't float away, so you think. And after a few moments, you find that gravity has obeyed you just enough to keep you where you are without tensing your muscles. Meanwhile, Brutus is laid back even further into his chair. And you can see that he is looking over to you, side-eyeing you, and he's chuckling.
Cobweb slaps his face. That wasn't shit.
You sure?
No.
You
Yeah.
sure?
Hey, keep it going, big man. Keep him coming.
I'm not sure of anything ever.
And as for the two Auroran officers, their gazes do, in casual posture, gleam over the crowd, sometimes towards the door and sometimes towards your direction too, but nothing that's really prying. They don't seem to have noticed you, not that you can tell.
Just making sure the hood on my cloak is very much down and covering most of my face at least.
Yeah, hopefully they're not looking for us specifically.
Jax will wave over the barman again, and he's already like completed his meal. He scarfed it down like it's like the only food he's actually ever eaten. And he'd be like, "Excuse me, sir, could I get another plate with double helpings?"
Ah, of course. All onto Brutus's tab of the same, yes. It wouldn't be the first time. Likely not the last.
No. Here, I don't know if trade is accepted. If it's not, you could throw it on his tab. You know, he's paying, he's getting drink. Just don't tell him that. And he's gonna reach into his pack and grab, not like a small one, but like a decently sized like emerald piece that he got from the cave, and put it on the table in front of him. And like, if that would be for you. If you don't accept, you know, whatever.
So you're trying to pay for it with the emerald?
Yeah, like if he accepts trade, otherwise, yeah, it goes on Brutus's tab.
Roll persuasion.
Ew. Let's see.
Not bad, let's go.
He would take the emerald carefully and holds it up to the light, and there's this brilliant gleam that comes from it. And he holds it for a moment. You can see there's a bit of wonder in his eyes, and he holds it even closer to the light. And it shines very brightly to the point where there's a faint green light that is illuminated through half of the bar for even just a moment. And he quickly would pocket it and looks over to you. Of course. I shall send to you my finest cut.
I'll take any cut, but if you want it to be really good, then that's fine with me.
And Jax, you also having a bit of awareness to the officers, you look over your shoulder and see that one of them is attention is towards you now, with that gleam having caught his eye. You can't tell if it's a suspicious one or just one of, hey, shiny thing.
I'll do like the quick nod up sup thing that guys do. Since
Towards
it's like
the
looking at me.
officer?
Yeah, just like, hey, what's up?
Yeah.
He
It's 'cause
Now-
he's just looking directly at me.
Well, not pryingly, but now that you do this, he kind of gives you a large, like, long, somewhat confused stare before just giving like a very like weak nod and going back to his conversation. There's a side eye at the end of that, but maybe a little bit of sass if nothing else.
Hey, he's just jealous. He's just jealous his meal's on that my meal's on somebody else.
You can see Brutus looks and peers over each of you, and then his eyes fall upon Nadira. Hey, Leaf Girl, hey.
Excuse me?
Oh, you're excused. Enjoy there if you need it. Hey, so you have, you're kind of one of the animal spokespersons, right?
You could say that, I guess.
You should check out the Mystic 3 here in town. They got some good stuff that are kind of up in that business a little bit. Dagny, you might like that place too. They got bits and bobs. I heard they got a shipment of keystone fragments last I checked.
Well, I can't really spend that much or I don't have any money.
You're broke. Pooh, you're gonna run me dry.
No.
Why are they
Well-
called the Mystic Three?
Well, cause well, there's two of them in there. Why is it called the Mystic 3 then? If it's only two of them.
Motherfucker. I swear to God, if B-Man's doing a fucking false Hydra.
Oh no!
I suppose we'd have to go there and
I'm
find out for
scared.
Oh,
ourselves.
what
so.
the fuck?
I'm getting that vibe because empty table full of food.
Wait.
Mystic 3, but there's only two of them.
Blood appearing on our boots? I'm scared of you, man. I'm viscerally scared of you right now. that is terrifying.
I know, I have more
choose to believe that
questions
that's
than
not
answers.
true.
Well, Brutus would continue back towards continuing the scraps of his meal, and he goes, well, either way, you people are alright. How'd you like to join the Freehammers? Like, actually.
Tempting, but you can count me out. As much as I like caves, digging around's not my deal. I'm more out and about.
Yeah. Unfortunately, boss man, we're kind of passing through. But thank you for the offer, and that might be something if the offer's still open and we're ever around again, I'll hit you up.
You, know how to get to the surface, right?
No.
What?
That is true.
Yeah, I figured people that's not from around here might need a guide. Now, I mean, don't get me wrong. Kuna Holt has himself established, but there's plenty of twists and turns. Without a guide, you might get a little lost. What are you looking at me like that for? I said I would take you to the surface.
Just have business in the Southern Kingdom is all, so.
Right. All right, well.
How does one get a bed at this place?
Well, I'll set you up. You get them by the room load, yeah. Given that there's so many groups that come down here. So, I got enough space for. I think they go for boards of 10 beds through bunks. And there's 6 of us, so that should work just fine. Yeah. Now, I should warn you, floorboards here really thin. So, if you're a light sleeper, you might have a little bit of a rough time.
Thanks for that.
Is anyone else doing anything in particular, or are you ready to take on the next round of drinks for those participating?
Cobweb is ready to fucking destroy himself.
All right. In short, the third round comes in, and Brutus, without hesitating, him and you raise your tankards, make a con save.
Hiya! Okay. Hold on. Hey, that's
Oh,
better.
there we go.
Oh no.
Oh,
Cobweb, you
hold
do
on.
much of the same, as you need to grip the bar top to stop yourself from perceivably floating away. And after a while, you realize that this influence is very
Oh, that's an
strong,
ability check.
and you feel yourself kind of flip upside down for a second. You don't know if you're like it's just a feeling or what. And then Brutus looks over you and goes, "Hey, buddy, you're doing a handstand on the bar tap."
What? No, that's not the bar tap. That's the shieling.
Why don't you climb back down here, eh?
He falls over.
You managed to keep
Family Guy
yourself
death
from,
pose.
You managed to keep yourself from going over the rails here, but this one was certainly close. You don't know if he was messing with you, if you actually just suddenly did a handstand or not. There's definitely aspects to these drinks you don't quite grip.
you know something. I forgot what I was gonna say.
Let me ask you something.
What?
Oh no, I was making a joke. Sorry.
I was like, oh wait.
It's the Walking Dead. Just like let me ask you something.
Brutus would wipe the fuzz from his beard once again, and he looks at the shelf and goes, "I know my limits. Well, we got some stuff to take care of once we get our shut eye, so let's not go too crazy before, you know." That's not me backing down.
Oh yeah, of course not.
You stop looking at me, damn it!
You just don't want to admit I won.
As he falls over.
You know, I can take that arm of yours and I could slam it on this countertop, and you wouldn't be able to stop it. You wouldn't.
Oh, I wouldn't.
No.
I wouldn't.
That's why I'm not
crazy.
gonna embarrass you in front of everybody.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Not
is
doing
that a challenge?
Do it, I
Cobweb.
wanna
No,
see his
that's
face
just
when he
me
loses.
doing a favor for a little talk like you know.
What did you just say?
Okay.
Cobweb walks over to an unattended table, drags it over with both chairs, set him up as he sits his arm on the counter.
You think I'm playing around? All right, listen here. Listen here. I try to be nice, but you're gonna get awful embarrassed. You know, there's some pretty eyes that are gonna be looking at this when they see you on the ground. Oh, come on.
You were trying to be nice. That's
Sorry, I completely lost my train of thought. It's in character though, so.
He's like,
He just-
yeah, that's right. Come on.
Just
And
1,000-yard
arm-
stare off into the wall.
the arm wrestling match begins. Strength roll from you.
Oh god.
No! Fuck.
Well, hold on.
Oh man.
Still gotta roll.
Could I dump an inspiration on this?
Oh, but he doesn't either.
Hold on.
If
He
you
did an
want-
ability check. Cobweb did a save.
What's the
Oh, I
modifier
just-
for your ability check? Well,
Oh
you can
my
use
God.
inspiration for this if you'd like. Which, if you do, just do a straight saving or straight ability check again.
Oh, right on. Alright. Yeah! That's a little better.
You strengthen and tense up all the muscles in your arm, confident that you're gonna take this old Brutus boy down. And he lets you get 2/3 of the way over, and then you feel the horsepower behind this man kick in. Now, you're tipsy enough to where you are completely rock hard locked onto your arm. So when I say he flips you over, he quite literally flips you over.
Oh no, he turns me like a crank. He's cranking that soldier boy. No!
Yep.
I'm a
As
fool!
there's a loud clang or a loud crash onto the floorboards as the room spins and doesn't stop spinning as you knock over the
Shit.
stool from which you were atop, and you have a few chuckles that echo through the tavern as you summarily lost to Brutus. And you can see him, he has this majestic praise about his face as he flexes both arms, goes, that's what the Brutus is all about, yeah!
He's just holding his head.
Yeah.
You know what? Well, you're bigger than I thought you were. But unfortunately for you, I just remembered what I was going to say. You were being nice. You said you're not going to be nice.
Eh.
Neither am
I,
I.
as he activates the mountain rune.
And there goes our inconspicuity.
And
Oh,
there
shit, wait.
goes-
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
drunk. One of y'all gotta stop him.
See now, Brutus, what you've just done is
Sorry,
you've
is there
poked the
stopping
sleeping
it?
dragon. Cobweb, fucking show him.
No, bad llama.
Are you, lighting up again?
Okay, well, technically, I'm still under the effects of fucking alter self. I'm just gonna look like a giant halfling.
That's not exactly
It's fine.
ambiguous.
We'll be fine. We'll be fine.
At most,
Set him up.
What the fuck is this? Alright,
Wait.
alright, you want some? And by the way, to everyone spectating, the officers are deadlocked on these two idiots. And
The two people that they actually saw should leave.
again you go. Strength ability check.
I'm gonna keep an eye on the guards though, to make sure if they start making their way over here, I'm gonna try to like shuffle the group out.
Let's go.
Oh no!
I'm about to
Let's
crank
go.
that
Oh,
soldier boy
if he
back.
crits too, it'll still be a tie.
Come on, Brutus! Pull another 20 out of your ass. Let's go!
Ooh.
Nope.
Oh, not quite. That
Wait,
maneuver.
this is the exact fucking setup that the last. Oh, whatever. That's so cool. God damn it.
As you assume your larger form and call upon your rematch, you literally turn the tables and turn him in a sudden lever crank flip the same way that he did to you as he lands straight on his back hard on the ground and his eyes pop open wide and he's silent.
Yeah, I don't look so small from down there, do I?
As he shrinks back down. I'm just kidding. Offers him a hand.
Yeah, you good there, old man?
And he spills his guts onto the
shit.
floor.
Damn, dude.
I think the
Oh,
fun is
okay.
over now. Let's get them to bed.
Nope, you lose me about it.
Cobweb leans into him. He's like, "Bro, stop! You're scaring the hose."
Oh damn.
You're scaring the hose, bro.
Let's get you to bed. I gotta
You're-
get to. I gotta find one.
You're a tough motherfucker.
Stupid little bitch, I'm gonna get you.
I want to see what you can do with a pickaxe, man.
You up.
That's cool. Teach me how to do that. Teach me.
Well, I tell you what. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. We'll see, I guess.
All right. And with that, Brutus slowly clambers to his feet as everyone would begin to wrap things up. As you had a eventful and heartfelt night, the Cozy Cave Tavern. As preparations are made for your rooms. Let's take a 15.
Maybe.
Got you.
I really gotta
Eat.
Just give me like 30 seconds.
No.
No.
Let's see how it is, motherfuckers.
Oh my god. My surgeon before going into surgery.
Okay.
Video contains content from UMG who has blocked it. Oh, there it goes.
It's not really a meme, but rather a clip from when I was playing Dark Tide, and
But why does it kind of slap? I don't hate this.
Yeah.
What? What am I?
Damn. It drops and you just like it shook.
Damn.
Use the vernacular of you youngins.
Tuh.
Everyone
Babies.
good?
You're all babies.
if V-Man doesn't use that song in the campaign, I'm gonna
Riot.
violently commit a crime.
What?
we do
Which
it.
one?
The full thing.
Oh no, the only thing they fear is you.
Oh, Soldier Boy Eternal. Yeah, that's that shit.
Soldier Boy Eternal. No, you can't just. You can't.
Soldier Boy up in his home.
I think my favorite thing will always
Just
be
crank that Soldier Boy.
yeah, my favorite will always be Mariah Carey. All I Want for Christmas Is You mixed with that song because my senior year of college, my other roommate and I would cock block one of our roommates to that song. Every time we heard them having sex, we would play it underneath the door.
Oh no.
Interrupt
That's
it every
awesome.
time. We were so tired of the ball slapping. We were like, you know what beats this, Mariah Carey, bitch.
God damn.
8 years later, it's still one of my greatest moves ever.
Another weird combo song that is oddly really good is Industry Baby, and Katy Perry E.T. You won't get it unless I show you. Let me see.
We've gone down the rabbit hole.
Yeah, sorry.
Are we good to go here?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good.
Back.
Sweet.
Oh, I think I've heard this.
It's so good. It goes so hard for no fucking reason.
Oh, it'd be great if there wasn't a fucking ad.
Yeah.
All right.
What is this? Oh, that's
Yo! Shit, this slaps.
Okay, let's go.
That's what I'm
After
saying.
Brutus
I'm gonna add that to my
spills his
weightlifting.
guts after you summarily, literally flip the script on him and put him on the floor, he slowly clobbers back to his feet a bit, rocking back and forth before he finds his footing and goes rock steady. You're not sure if he's actually sobered up a bit or if he's putting up an act. Either way, he's a bit humbled by your demonstration of power. And with that, he would slowly clamber over towards the bar, back towards Mr. Token. And begins to ruffle through his things to pay for everything he just consumed, as well as a room for the night. Before he kind of awkwardly looks around, and Cobweb, with you being the man of the night, he kind of beckons you over to the stall.
What was it this time?
It's a little embarrassing.
Well,
Listen, I was a little too excited to get...
no fucking way. You're broke.
I'm not broke. I just forgot my coin bag. It's in my Bessie. Do you want to go grab it and I'll just chat up Mr. Token, and by the time you come back, you just slip it in my hand. It's like I never forgot it, and you won't think I'm dumb.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. I see no problems with this plan.
Okay, yeah. It's gonna be the back right tush.
Dining Dad! No, I'm kidding.
Jesus! Run.
Yeah. Bessie's back right tush. Don't open the back sentence because that's the stuff. You know?
Yeah.
Understand that? Yeah. Just get me bag. And...
What, is there like a latch or a key or something?
Oh yeah, shit. Duh. And he pats around and produces a small, sturdy-looking key that he gives to you.
Right on, you can count on me.
Let's go as he goes out the back door.
All right.
If it looks like Cobweb's just gonna start like wandering off, I guess I'll follow.
It
Somebody
certainly
please
does look that
babysit
way.
him.
Yeah, I'll follow.
Alright.
I'm sure he like goes the right way. It just doesn't start walking into
No,
the
I
darkness.
imagine he's just walking straight ahead, and you're just like turning his head in the direction you need to go.
You're turning to leave, or at least like you're palling up, and this conversation is concluding. And you can see there is a third Auroran officer that walks through the doors and makes a straightaway towards the other two. He has low conversation as he passes a few words into the ears of one of them. And after a few moments, the three of them probably get up, throw some coins onto the table, and all three of them walk out.
Where are they going?
Yeah, I'll see if I can take a peek while I'm out there with Cobweb.
I'm coming with you.
Wow, this well over here is really deep.
He's like climbing in to try to like really go, no.
It goes down a good
that's
like
really-
25, 30 feet, and you can see it's filled with water and a bunch of like plants, lily pads looking things, but they have a soft glow to them. It's like a little amenity of sorts. Cave water, you
Nice,
imagine?
refreshing water.
Not to demean you or anything, but come on. And then I go like scoop him up like a child, and then I put him back on the ground.
I'm
Alright,
a big
so-
boy, god damn it.
Jaxthal and Cobweb are heading back towards Old Bessie to get the cash to pay off his tab. And what was everyone else doing?
I was going with Jaxel and Cobweb.
Okay, the three of you. All right. So we
Yeah, one's a
have-
babysitter, one's an observer.
I'm
Everything's
also
all-
gonna go with them.
Oh, all right.
I don't know
Erythal,
what's about to happen, but none of
Alright.
it seems good.
Are you staying with Brutus in the tavern, or are you going with everyone else to a four-man retrieval team to get the money?
We are
At this
It's gonna look
point,
suspicious if way too many people leave at once.
Yeah.
we just never
I
return
think
to Brutus.
4 people is cutting it on that, so I'm going to stay so it doesn't look sus as fuck.
You stay beside Brutus as he begins recalling old tales of times that he previously came here with other dwarven companies from the Freehammers, and is talking up Mr. Token, who is polishing a tankard from your endeavors here, and the two are chatting it up like old friends, while everyone else heads out to retrieve the cash.
Couple of just singing this shanty.
As I rode by the dockside one evening so fair, to view the salt waters and take in salt air, I heard an old fisherman singing a song. Oh, take me away, boys, me time is not long. Wrap me up in oilskin and blankets, no more on the docks I'll be seen. Just tell me, old shipmates, I'm taking a trip, mates, and I'll see you someday on the Fiddler's Green. And he falls over.
Gain a point of inspiration, you
Do you
bastard.
just know a bunch
I'm
of
like-
shanties off the top of your head?
I
No, he makes 'em.
love drinking songs. I love them so much.
That'll do it.
Yeah,
It's
well-
always impressive how fast you whip them out.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
just gonna like pick up Cobweb and throw up like over my shoulder and
Oh, you little
fish the
fucker.
key out from wherever he put it. Well, if you fall over, I'm just gonna whoop, like a
Yeah.
sack of potatoes.
Right on.
I'll fish the key out and then make my way over to the Bessie, just holding on to Cobweb.
yeah, I'm keeping my head on a swivel, just keeping a very sharp eye out for anyone.
The enchanting tones from Cobweb are attracting eyes as there's a sparse amount of onlookers. Some of them kind of nod their head to the tune. Others just stare blankly. There's no immediate sign of any Auroran officers. You can't seem to spot them in any which way. You're not sure where they went. But continuing on, it's the same sparse amount of people that allow you to get back to Old Bessie without incident.
All right.
Alrighty, I'm gonna unlock it and look for his coin purse.
I'm sorry, but I swallowed the key.
No, you didn't.
You go. You.
Oh no, I didn't. It's right here. Then what the fuck did I swallow?
Told you to stop
Don't worry,
eating
you'll find
rocks
out
off
in
the
like 8
ground,
hours.
Cobweb. Come on.
Oh, okay.
He just ate like a rock.
Yeah.
You'll find out in 8 hours, but let's get this guy's coin purse.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, coins. Yeah.
I feel like a kidney stone, but coming out of his ass.
Oh my god.
You look towards Bessie and you go back to the back right compartment as instructed, assuming that Brutus was still in his right mind to properly recall where to get this change from.
Well,
And you insert the key. Oh.
if just to like make sure that I'm not just like popping it open and throwing it open like a trunk, I would just like pop it and peek to make sure it's not the ore or whatever that we found.
You know that to be the far rear compartment. which
Okay,
is a
then
lot
yeah,
more
I'll just like
secure.
open it.
All right. And you go towards this instructed trunk and would slowly peek open to see that there definitely looks to be the place that you found here that matches what you need. You see that there is a sack small enough to be full of coins. You can see the trademark of coins bulging at the sides of this. And you also see not one, not two, but 7 travel packs.
There's 7 of these.
I mean, he did say that he was packing a whole bunch of stuff.
Eeny,
Seems like
meeny,
he's like
miny, this
forward
one.
scout.
As he points to a random one.
You're just going for a random pack.
But why would you have 7 packs if there was only 2 of you on this expedition?
Hmm. That's a good point. Does
Even in
this
his like stupor, that kind of gives Cobweb pause.
does this key unlock any other like trunk doors or anything? I'm gonna avoid the one that has the
Single
our
silver.
loot because I obviously helped him in there and I didn't see anything else other than what we just put in. So I'm gonna like see if it unlocks any other doors and just sort of like peek open because if he's like stuffed a body in there or something, I don't want to just fall out immediately.
There are 4 compartments total. There is a rear right, rear center, rear left, and a front compartment. Now, you know for a fact that the front compartment houses a lot of the equipment that actually powers Bessie. So you know that to be something like an actual like hood of sorts. You know the left and right are supposedly controlled by this key. The rear center, furthest back one, is controlled by a separate key which houses the singing silver. So what you have allegedly can get everything else.
Okay. Does it look like there's any like blood stains or anything around what I'm assuming is basically the trunk?
You scour Bessie for signs of blood to find that there are none. She's relatively clean, aside from the dust that is kicked up when this thing mines. It's a good amount caked in the front.
maybe it's originally supposed to have, a full crew, and then they only sent out a couple scouting parties because it might have been dangerous and they didn't want to lose that many people. It doesn't seem like there's anything suspicious or whatnot.
No.
But alrighty, I'm gonna grab his coin purse. I wanna root around and look at the coin to see if it's like anything like what they have stamped on it.
Filled with gold. And you can see that these gold coins in here are very similar to that which you have seen within Highshire. However, there is some striking differences in the way that these are minted. Most notably, on either side of them, both sides, there are depictions of a armor-clad figure. Now, thinking back to this, you have seen both of these profiles once before. You look towards the top side of the coin. You look to the bottom side of the coin.
Has Jax actually personally seen these? Because I
They-
have a terrible memory, so.
These bear some familiarity to the large marble statues encountered in the manufactorum you came from.
Twin Kings.
These are the Twin Kings.
They don't look so
Well,
tough.
I guess that makes sense. With the only 2 cities. But alright, let's no lollygagging. We should probably get back to in case something stupid happens. I'll close whatever trunks I opened and make sure I have his coin purse and start heading back. Unless these 2 want to start poking their noses in more stuff.
Yeah, did you just open the back right, not the back left?
'Cause
I thought
yeah, all I did was open one because you said like the other 2 were just like equipment and then like
No,
internals.
The front, which is like the hood, has internals. The back
Yeah.
has your ore, and then there's a left and right. You've only opened the right.
I guess I'll close this one and then you want to see if there's anything else or.
Yes.
Alrighty, I'll go to the whatever nearest one to where his coin purse was and pop open that one. Same thing, slowly peek in to make sure, not a body or whatever.
Okay. You open up the far left compartment slowly, and you see that there within is a large bag, a duffel bag that has an assortment of different tools and a few empty potion bottles. You recognize this as the bottles that were used to heal yourselves when he first encountered you. There's a few pickaxes and pythons, rope, and you can see tucked away in the corner is a what looks to be a large book that has this insignia of several hammers forming a circle.
This must be a free hammer thing.
Probably a ledger book or something.
I'm just gonna grab the book real quick and just take a look at the first couple pages.
What you have found is a progress log. You see?
Ooh.
Freehammer
Oh, boy.
Excavation Crew Ingot Progress Log, Expedition 34. Assigned crew Captain Brutus Stalwart, Havar Vanacraft, Krazel Vanacraft, Turfot Drakespine, Eldgras Barrel Buckle, Hudgrid
Bless you.
Groancoat, Harek Battleheart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 people. Krazel Vanacraft. 16th rotation fall. 3 hammers got us on another goose chase, I'm telling you. 7-man team on a Fisher-class excavation off mole munching around for a pocket in the stone, supposedly shifted in from the no-go lands. The fact that they're sending us on another one these time wasting errands is a mighty sign business is going rotten. We should be going where the veins run deep, not digging claws of rumors. 21st rotation fall. Kuna halts me home away from home. Always nice seeing Mr. and Mrs. Token running the Cozy Cave Tavern. Never ceases to make me smile how jam-packed this little cave town always is, and friendly faces on each and every one of them. Havar got kicked out again for spilling his belly on the tavern floors again. If he wasn't me brother, I'd give him the old boot myself. 22nd rotation fall. We pitched camp a ways away from town, from where this mighty promising cave is supposed to be. We tunneled a few ways around, but nothing bearing fruit. 24th rotation fall. The earth shook something mighty. The old ribcage of Helios could have lifted it up from crags this big, I reckon. Something isn't right. Brutus is brimming with excitement, but he's a rock-headed fool. Havar went off scouting a nearby fissure that opened close to camp. He's hoping he comes back with shiny news. 25th rotation. Havar ran off from the crag fast. He's a bit dense since we were little tykes, but something really got him going. I yelled to him, but he had them damn earmuffs on and didn't see me, hear me, or see me. He's a simple dwarf, but a fast-witted one. Ain't like him to just abandon a job. Hoping he's back up in town now. When I see him again, I'm gonna beat some sense into him. Rest of the crew and I are geared up, but we heard echoes of something I swear sounds like a train wreck. Don't know why we're bothering to investigate, ain't our problem. We need to mine the crag, punch Havar in the junk, then get out. When I said we heard a train wreck, I didn't think it'd be an actual train wreck. Found a group 5 strong in the wreckage. Don't know how they weren't all turned to paste. The crew and I bandaged them up best we could. Harak is a damn good medicine man. We blabbered them into helping us mine the crag. Bit crowded with everyone piled onto Bessie, but we're making do. Swapped cigs with a scaly-looking fella. Don't know whether he gets his smokes, but must be vintage. Damn good stuff. With a crew this size, we'll be done with this mining job lickety-split. Or total ore tally to follow. At this point, she closes the book. She closes the book and puts it back. Jaxtel, open the other bag.
The other
box.
The other locked or the actual bag?
No,
Alright,
the other box.
consider
The
my
other box where
genius
the money
rustled.
was. Open it.
Okay, I'm gonna close the one that she just opened and lock it, just so no confusion, and then I'll go back and open up the other one where all the packs were.
Okay, I'm gonna look through the pack, see if I can find a pair of earmuffs.
You look to find that among the 7 bags, they're a lot of the same things. They appear to be standard issue, although there is among each of these, save for one, there is earmuffs in each of these, as well as 2 of those concussion grenades that I had give you last session. I will ping them once again, and if you're curious and keen on taking them, give me a second.
I think we, like, one of us, I think at least Cobweb has, like, one actual one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
But
2 of those in each. And there's a pair of earmuffs in each of these, except for the 7th.
I'm gonna pull out all the earmuffs. I'm gonna hand one to Jaxel, Cobweb, and Nadira, and I'm gonna hold on to the other 2. Close that box real quick, and
yeah, already. Yeah.
I'm gonna keep my eyes on Bessie, and very slowly, I will put, sort of, I guess, ritualistically, just put the earmuffs on, and see if my sight changes.
All right. You do so, applying these earmuffs to your head, and the dwarven make of these muffs is quite notable. They are very effective at what they do.
While wearing these earmuffs, the wearer is deafened. Sturdy piece
You
of
put
headwear
these
designed
on.
to block out explosive noises and to stand flying debris.
Yeah, Jax will put his on, and I guess just like look around to see if, because I'm guessing Dagny's probably looking around to see if anything's changed. Jax will do the same.
Putting these on, the last strands of the warm, heartfelt environment that you had gained a sense of security from that tavern fade away, and you are filled with fear, but you can't quite place why.
Does Bessie look any different?
No.
I will climb up top Bessie if I see anything.
Roll perception.
Oh shit.
God damn it. 11.
Nothing out of the ordinary.
Dagny's got furry ears now.
To Cobweb, you watching Dagny do this, she kind of looks like a bit of a dunce, suddenly climbing around and having these furry tufts where her ears used to be.
I think at this point she thinks about the tunnel that they came through, and she will jump off of Bessie and start running that way.
Running back in the tunnel.
Towards the tunnel where we saw the sign.
Okay.
Oh, where's she going?
I follow immediately after her.
I think something fucky's afoot.
Yay, adventure! As he follows.
Ah, shit. Oh, fuck.
Man, where are those assholes?
Yeah, looking back the way you came, there was this winding pathway that led here to the mouth of Kunahol, and it was upturned through gravel, and you can see that there's tracks from all manner of mobile apparatus, be it drill, cart, or otherwise, as well as a ton of foot traffic. You look back towards the upturned earth once again, and it seemingly is different, as if something very large drags in a serpentine motion back and forth, sprawling into the darkness for which you cannot perceive.
Don't go in there.
Well, the headphones are on. I probably can't hear you.
You're deafened.
I guess since, because I'm wearing them too, so I probably like do a.
Yeah, while if
Like
your
a
guys
cutty-
wearing it, you can't talk to each other.
I'll do like a cutty motion, like on the throat, be like, no, don't. Like shake my head.
I go ahead, pull out a torch and light it with prestidigitation.
Alright.
And I'm going to very cautiously walk forward, just kind of keeping the torch in front of me. Trying to get to the writing.
Before
That's
she
a
gets
good
that
20-plus minute walk to get there.
Yeah, before she gets that far, I want to run up and like grab her arm, move the earmuffs out of the way, or at least one of them, so she can hear out of one ear.
What?
And do you think we should probably tell Aerithal what's happening? You have that like fancy talk to distance spell thing, right?
I should. Brutus is in no condition. Alright.
Well, whatever's happening, he's probably affected. So at this point, it's probably not really worth getting him involved. He's already hammered. He probably can't even make it out of the bar.
Alright. I'll tell him. Can you meet... Take the I'll give him both the other headphones I was holding on to. Take these headphones. I'm gonna contact him, tell him that you're waiting over at Bessie, and bring him back to us, okay?
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and send a message to Aerithal.
Yeah, I'll leave Cobweb to you, just because it's probably better. You could use the big fists.
Yeah.
Why are you guys wearing the fuzzy ears? It's already quiet.
Yeah,
Cop-
and I guess I'll take off back to Bessie.
Okay,
Alright.
I'm like, put them on and look at the ground.
Okay, I've never played this game before. As he puts them on. Now, do I spin or something?
He's not used to this bedroom activity.
One of these things is not like the other, as I'm pointing towards the slithering track on the ground.
Does that just appear?
You look at this because you're looking at this, then putting on the muffs and looking again.
Well, I imagine he's looking at the ground, and as he's putting them on, he's maintaining direct eye contact with the ground.
You don't
He's doing the
see
Spider-Man
much.
glasses thing.
And you are borderline drunk at this point, so the details are still a little bit wavy. And you put these muffs on, and it's as if you had been just shaking your head, and it clears up a little bit, or at least so it feels. And you notice certain contours to the way the ground is shaped that you didn't notice before. You do see these very large serpentine drag marks.
What in the frick hell?
Okay, I'm gonna try and rack my brain right now. Have I read about anything like this? About what I'm experiencing right now?
You sift your mind and think about everything that could deal with illusionary or deceptive properties to the mind, and besides some illusionary spells cast by some creatures, you come up completely empty. If you're trying to pry deeper, you can roll intelligence, straight intelligence.
All right. 18.
Okay.
There's nothing within your mind that really can put any sense to all this, but taking the journal log into consideration, it seems as though your memories are not true to life. There's only one creature that you've had any recollection of that can modify memories. Maybe it knows something.
Something is at play here. There's a I'll just kind of motion to Cobweb to kind of take the earmuff off so we can talk.
Which if I wasn't clear, I was referring to the Recollector.
Cobweb unintentionally establishes a psychic link, so you don't have to do that.
Yeah, just I'm gonna communicate with him.
He
I'll
thinks
say,
he's talking out loud, but it's in your mind.
There's a creature here. Somehow it's altering our memories and making us forget people that existed. There was a 7-man crew, but we don't remember them. It's like this, whatever this creature is, it's erased them from existence. That log is the only evidence that they did. And Havar is Havar is the only one that knows. That's why he ran off. Whatever he saw the rest of his crew members getting killed. They were there with us at the train wreck, but we don't remember them.
I'm not gonna pretend like I understand what's going on, but
Whatever was in that cave, we saw it, but we don't remember what we saw. It's like it made us forget it. And it's possibly still in that cave.
yeah, but and
The
one thing about it is, if that chamber has truly been locked off for so long, there's no telling what crawled out of there.
The table. There was a table in the tavern. It was full of food, but it was empty. It's already in town.
Cobweb would shakily kneel, running a finger along those serpentine tracks, and sort of following them to where they either terminate or basically he's looking for something like some sort of slime or scale that it might have left behind.
Yeah. But yeah.
You roll investigation.
I'd like to go up to a door if there are any around us and put in the memory key.
Huh?
I will get to you in a moment. But yes.
Perfect.
Yeah, like while Cobweb's looking at that, I send a message to Arathol saying like, "Hey, I need you to meet Jaxthal over at Bessie. This is very important."
So Cobweb, the gravel in town is very packed down through countless years of foot traffic within the cobblestone streets. Finding tracks there is difficult, if not impractical. However, the one that trails off into the darkness is far less packed down and a lot more gravel-like, and it's a lot clearer to see these trails going further off in a serpentine back and forth. You don't
Back and
find
forth,
much other than towards the edge of where the darkness sprawls and the last light of Kuna Holton is able to reach. The only thing that you're able to come across is a single shred of clothing soaked in blood.
I think what he means by back and forth is like the serpentine S motion.
Exactly.
Right on. So, there's no evidence of it, like, moving in and out of this tunnel.
There's
Like,
plenty to suggest
repeatedly.
that. No, it seems as if this is a single path, but it definitely suggests that something large moved through here.
Where it is. I doubt it's lairing in that cave anymore.
We gotta find
It's
this.
no di-
It will wipe this town out.
Well, I mean, we don't even really understand what it is yet. I mean, if it's in town already, I say we get the gang together and if you're really serious about this, we'll go down, we'll check, and see what we can find.
We have to.
Oh, man. Of course I had to get hammered before this. God!
Luckily, I'm the one that makes sense to be sober, because I knew something was going to happen.
Yeah, and I fight better when I'm drunk anyway. Alright, so we wait for the gang. What about Brutus?
If Brutus feels the need to come along, or Arathol tries to leave and Brutus comes along with him, then fair enough. Though I think it's going to take a toll on him when he realizes why he and Havar are the only survivors. And imagine whatever this creature is doing, whatever illusions it's casting will fall, and people will realize that something has happened.
A dangerous enemy indeed. If it is as you say, then simply interacting with it is existentially dangerous. If we fall, shit, I don't even know.
We can see it with the earmuffs on. Havar did. That's why he ran off. As long as we keep the earmuffs on, whatever illusion it's casting won't affect us. We'll be able to take it down.
Do you think it's maybe some sort of, No, I lost my train of thought again. God damn it.
You gotta ease up on your drinking, Cobweb.
I can quit whenever I want.
All right.
And besides, you're one to talk. You literally... Weren't you drinking juice? When did you stop drinking?
After the silent echo captured me and someone died.
Yeah, fair point.
Ouch. It's at this point where Nadira brandishes the memor key and slots it into a entranceway to a nearby home. Turns the key and you watch as this purple incantation crawls along the lengths of the door frame, and the door shudders with magic to somewhere else, and it slowly opens, revealing a serene mix of colors into a place between worlds.
Bye, have a good time.
Bye.
Stepping in.
Stepping in.
You step into a familiar place filled with shelves stocked to the very excesses of what it can carry. And, of course, a very large vat, a giant bottle in the center, corked off with a similarly enormous cork. And in the center, an all too familiar otherworldly patron observes your entrance, and glee fills its iris, and you can see its tentacles quiver with excitement.
Hi! I remember you! It's Nadira. That's right! I know you!
Hi.
Hi! Hi!
Hi. So,
Hi.
you like to fuck around and find out with memories. We are currently in a little predicament, and we think something may be altering ours. Do you know what else could be capable of something like that?
Yeah, me!
Only you?
I don't know about that, but I mean, like, I like to think myself some unique entrepreneur in my trade. I feel like I have a net positive effect on the world, despite the inconsolable intricacies to the nature of my business. So, if someone else is stealing my business model and they don't compensate me, please tell me so I can rip them apart.
Well, there may be somebody encroaching on your territory because we think somebody took our memories and we have no idea who it is.
Well, why don't you give me the access to their abode? I will enter their shop and I will have a word with the manager.
Before we go Karening the place up,
Who's Karen? She sounds like a bitch. I could use her right about now.
That was great. That was awesome. If I give you one of my memories that I think has been altered, is there a way for you to tell if that's the case?
I don't know. I just get it as it is. Wait. Stop. Come closer to the glass, please.
I step closer. I might have fight it.
No, close. Like you mean it, girl. Come on.
Press your face against the glass.
Fine.
Ooh.
How is he sniffing without a nose?
And in a vat of liquid.
That is sloppy.
What is?
Dear. That just won't do. That is a disgusting display of malpractice. I have elegance in my methods, but this is predatory. This is barbaric. Dear, someone has been munching on your head as though a full roasted meal, and they have gone to wanton slaughter on filling their bellies. There are bite-sized holes in your memories left and right, but your brain is trying to fill with what it thinks makes sense. Disgusting. Ugh, to think there are such amateurs around here. Imitating me. Oh, this won't do.
Can you tell how far back you launched on memory? A little bit. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest. A little bit. Is there a way to tell how far back these altered memories go?
So, like, do you want me to just, like, start sifting into your head?
I feel like a lot of people have been sifting around in my head. Kind of what's another one? I would like answers.
Cool. Press your forehead against the glass.
And I just gently, I know the dunking over here, just gently forehead glass.
The Recollector moves on the other side of the glass to meet your mind, and you can see the glass begin to ripple as though water, as a single tentacle would come through and is just a hair away from making direct contact with your mind before you see that tentacle suddenly recoil as the rest of the Recollector recoils along with it and would suddenly shoot backwards to the opposite side of the glass, and it closes its eye.
No. Oh, I know better than to walk into an abode that already has an occupant. That is a no from me. There's something in there looking out. I hear chains and vengeance. I don't want to be a part of that.
I can't blame you. I know I need therapy.
What is wrong with you?
A lot of things. Do you want alphabetical order and order of annoyance?
Yes.
Cool. So, I totally would too. I did this in real life. Is there a way to protect my memories from whatever's going to Chowtown and making lo mein out of my brain?
No. Well, I don't know.
Cool. That's so helpful.
Oh man, I just realized if he deals with immortal memories, and if what we think is happening, he would have no way of receiving other people's memories of it. Oh, this
I know.
is devious.
That's why I'm like,
devious.
This guy deals in fucking memories, and I don't even know how to figure out if. I mean, my memories are jacked, obviously, but.
My thought process was him like running it, and maybe he sees like a weird cut, like in editing, where it's just like a hard cut to something just completely different. But it doesn't seem like that.
Are you allowed to leave this little bottle? Are you allowed to leave this space?
Why would I want to? I have everything I need here.
To go encroach on whoever is encroaching in your territory.
You know, I'm a lover, not a fighter. I like to enable other people and what they want so they can go and fight my battles for me.
Respect the drip. Respect.
Am I leaking? Where am I dripping from?
Nope, you're not
that's
dripping.
that's really
Euphemism.
bad.
Say euphemism.
Bro, Nadir
I don't know that.
actually breaking the fourth wall is just the funniest shit I've ever heard in my life.
I just can't help myself. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I did that in real life.
That in real life. Okay, great. So there's somebody munching holes in my memory. There's no way to figure out who, and we don't know how to fix it. Great.
Sounds like a good time, but I have something for you if you're willing to take a chance and tempt fate.
What kind of chance?
Well, I've come into recent possession of things after reorganizing my shelves, and it turns out there's a lot of things I had in deep storage that may just so fate in the right way for you. Of course, the nature of this, you could really fuck yourself up irrevocably. But on the other side of the coin, you could get some very powerful boons. So what do you say? Oh, right. I should probably elaborate rather than, we're not actually trading memories here, so I don't have to be an asshole and be cryptic about it. Because when I tell you what it is, you won't forget about it this time. Check this out. It's a potty trick.
you see there's a drawer close to the bottom of the vat that opens on its own volition through this purple mist, and a small box arises from it, rectangular in shape. And you can see a small end of this box open, and you see a series of cards, it looks like playing cards, would emerge out and begin swirling around the vat.
Ooh.
Uh-huh.
Do you like card games, dear?
Oh no.
Do I like them? Yes. Am I good at them? No.
Oh, this one's entirely based on chance. And if what I nibbled on from you in our previous exchange is any inclination, chance is something you have in spades, given all you've survived.
You're not wrong.
Granted, luck runs out. But, I mean, that's for chumps. You're not dead or trapped in... Oh, shit, I shouldn't spoil anything. Well, it's really simple here. I shuffle these cards, and you pick one. And whatever the card is, becomes your fate. Give it some thought for a moment. You have all the time in the world in this place after all.
Oh, what I do? This could be kind of awesome. Or kind of awful.
Don't be a wuss, draw a full poker hand.
Ah, okay.
Hey,
Wait, no, don't actually, though.
But it could be so cool.
It could. It could be so awesome. It could be so cool.
It could be so awful at the same time.
do it.
There could be pain, suffering, maybe even agony.
I mean, I've lived through a whole genocide. How bad could it be?
Do it. Do it. Do it.
I'll do it. Fuck it. I'll do it. I'll do it. Why not?
Shoulder.
I have a backup character ready. I'll do it.
We're all the
shit.
demons on one shoulder, and then there's just no angel.
My deck has no pathetic cards. That's awful.
Okay,
Jesus.
I'll do it. Fuck it, let's
Draws
do
winged
it.
Karibo. What the fuck?
I'm
Are
so
you saying-
scared, but I'll do it.
You're saying you're gonna do it?
I'm gonna do it. I'm so scared.
Oh my god. So,
Balls to the wall.
alright. Give me a second to bring something up.
Sweet Dougie. I'm
Oh
afraid.
no, he's getting tables.
I'm so scared. It's just not what I came in here for, but
It's fine if it's what I think it is. I think there's only like
shut up,
One?
don't say it. Don't put that energy into the universe.
too late.
I don't care if it's a fake universe, don't do it.
It's fine. It's fine.
Deer draws a forest, taps it for 1 green mana.
Yeah, right.
Again, that's awful. That's awful. God damn it.
It's just hey, it could
I'm
be
just
worse.
pumping
She
out
could have just
stingers like
drawn.
it's nothing, dude. What the
Hey,
Look,
fuck?
I'll break the fourth wall again, it's fine.
Fair enough.
Yeah, she's got to have at least one like instant spell or something like that. If it's all full on land, it sucks.
You.
This was not what I thought I was gonna do today, but here we are.
You see these cards shuffle in rapid succession in extremely
Scared.
intricate variation, and the purple iris of the Recollector gleams at you in pulses with excitement.
What you gonna draw? What you gonna draw? What you gonna draw? Oh, you don't know. You just could kill you. Maybe it won't kill you. Maybe you'll wish it killed you. Who knows?
Well, at least if it kills me, I don't have to.
Oh, one teensy thing I should have mentioned about this.
Uh-huh.
So, if you really, I mean, like, you really want to go for it, you may declare that you may draw multiple. In fact, you can draw as many cards from here as you want. There's 22 cards in possession. So, how many would you like to draw?
I'm going to just stick with the one.
A one and done, a single hit it and quit it, a one night dance with the moonlights of fate.
You gotta love it and leave them, you know?
Okay.
I'm scared. I'm really scared. I'm so
Okay.
terrified.
Very well, Nadira. Choose your card and accept your fate.
You see these cards suddenly stop moving and arrange themselves in a long, floating, face-down configuration. Should you choose to go through with this and draw a random card, roll a d22.
A what?
Do /R 1d22.
/R D22. That's a thing?
Yes, it is.
It's not, but you can type it in.
Here in Foundry, you can roll whatever the fuck you want.
Oh,
A
You have
D1022.
amazing. I didn't know you
Okay.
could do that. Thanks, guys.
All right, please hold.
I thought I was tripping. I'm like, D22? Am I on drugs? Am I drunk? I'm really scared. It's been
The
fun
Hydra
playing with you
stole
guys.
The memory of you going on
Bye.
an entire
Can't
bender.
wait till Nadira gets immediately obliterated.
Oh no.
It's just
Bye.
Oh, I'm sure
it's
it'll
the
be
meme where it's just the meme where the guy throws the peace sign and just fades away.
Look, this is the point in the game where you hear me running downstairs screaming, and then you'll hear me in the DMs mic.
Oh no.
Just B-Man just getting physically assaulted. We just hear it.
Don't make me come down there.
Just from B-Man's mic, all we hear is roll initiative, bitch.
I mean, that is one of the cards,
You
but he
Go
definitely
ahead.
like homebrewed this.
Oh, I'm
and
so scared.
Pick your card, and you flip it over to its face, and you see a depiction of a vile-looking creature, a slug-like female creature with these long tendrils for hair. Perhaps they are snakes at the end of them. Something very serpentine, and one that makes your skin crawl. And it's as if the tendrils of this creature are glancing your skin, and you feel horrible.
Oh, look at that! The Uriel! Oh, look at that!
Oh, no.
A Medusa-like visage! Oh, that's a curse, dearie. I feel like misfortune is here for you yet.
Doctor.
Uriel, the card's Medusa-like visage curses you. You take a -2 penalty on saving throws while cursed in this way.
Okay.
Only a god or the magic of the Fates card can end this curse.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Yep.
I'm
Draw another one.
actually kind of tempted to.
I swear to God.
You see all of these cards shuffle and then slink back into a neat deck, and the box quickly consumes it, and back off into the drawer it goes. The drawer slams shut, and there is a mist of purple incantation as it does so.
Oh, so sorry. But look at the bright side, dear. That could have been way worse. Oh, that's unfortunate. But, like I said, you chose the one and done. So, have fun with your curse. You will find that typical magical means will not be enough for it, I'm afraid.
That's alright, boo boo. That's alright.
Yeah. Oh, right. That thing nibbling on your mind. I'm not sure how that curse is going to help you. Maybe... I don't know, I got nothing. I think that the odds are against you here, quite frankly, with that little stunt that you just pulled, but, I've been wrong before.
Cool. Guess we'll go face this thing that we don't know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Yeah. Good luck with that.
If I die, I die.
That's the spirit.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I just give it like a 2-finger
Why is
salute
this
and like
quickly
back it
becoming
up.
my favorite character?
Okay, wait.
Me
If I
when I'm
heard-
playing Russian roulette.
yeah.
Demon, did I hear that correctly? By the way, it's a -2 to all rolls.
All saving throws.
All saving
saving
throws.
throws.
Does
Yeah,
that
all
include
saving
death
throws.
saving throws?
That's a saving throw, so yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
Oh.
saving throw.
Yo, if I die, I
Ooh.
die. Like,
You don't need to roll a 12.
I'm gonna have to. I will at the end of the session at least. I will create a custom active effect that will apply that for
Right.
you.
Yeah,
so you
I'm
don't
gonna
have to
forget.
constantly
So.
think. Yeah. So yeah, you feel these ethereal serpentine tendrils that are like icy chills to your form, and it feels like this is going to be of detriment to your future endeavors. Still, you get the feeling that it could have been worse.
It could have been way
And-
worse. I'm aware of that.
You're going back out?
Yeah, I'll go back out.
Cool. Give me 2 minutes. Just gonna use the bathroom real quick, and then we'll continue.
Gotcha. Well, I was wrong. It was not, in fact, the Blue Eyes White Dragon, so...
Honestly, it could have gone way worse.
Hmm.
Okie dokie. So, back to it. Nadira exits out. And to those who are debating the current circumstances, in the corner of your eye, you see Nadira brandish the memory key, and that door frame would flash its purple hue. She walks in, the door closes, and the instant that door closes, it opens right back up, and she walks out again.
What was that?
Ugh, nothing helpful other than there is something munching on our memories. He said there was a lot of holes, so...
And I just look very pointedly at Cobweb, like, fuck, told you so.
Congrats, you outsmarted a half-drunk goblin. I got -1 intelligence, good job.
Poor Cobweb.
I'm just, at this point, I put the earmuff back on and I keep an eye out for Jaxel and Aerithal.
All right. And I presume, Jaxel, I think, was roughly with you guys in the vicinity, correct?
I took off back to Bessie, since that was the assigned meeting place.
Yes.
Oh, I see.
And then,
all right.
if, sorry, but I would say, hey, go towards the others. They went towards the tunnel. I'll be right back. Just so we don't have him start looking around and getting into all this shit. Something weird, something fucky's going on. And I hand him the earmuffs and put them on. I'll be back. And he's gonna like like action dash to just like book it to the bar. He's gonna take the earmuffs off too and stuff them in his coat.
Oh, okay.
I guess I'm gonna put my earmuffs on and go towards the rest of the group.
And it's all
Man,
the
where's
same
that-
effect. When you apply these muffs, this sense of security this quaint little town has provided you fades away instantly, and your heart begins to pace significantly faster, inexplicably so.
Can I make... Because now he's paranoid as fuck, because, hey, this place feels... Oh, I don't like that. Can I make a perception check for, like, maybe my subconscious recognizes a threat I don't see yet?
Sure. Roll perception.
With your bullshit numbers, it wouldn't be surprising.
14.
You do notice, curiously, that there's 2 homes that are nearby where you are, just down the street, and you can see that their doors are wide open. There's candlelight coming from within, but it seems like there is no homely occupants inside, nor anybody chatting just outside either. As if someone just left it open without explanation.
This is like the situation with the dining area. And he is thinking out loud to himself.
He doesn't hear it, and I don't think anybody else does.
He says out loud and realizes he can't hear himself.
Yeah.
Damn, these things are fucking good.
One additional thing.
Do
that
I
you noticed-
investigate the house or do I go to the rest of the group?
Just take a quick peek, see if anyone's dead.
Sure, fuck it, I'll take a quick peek. The devils on my shoulders are now my conscience.
Conscience.
You take a look,
my
and
dad.
these 2 houses are across from each other, and just the way that they're positioned, you get the feeling that neighbors that live this close would inherently know each other. However, the houses, as you close the distance, are silent. You can see that there's an arrangement of different daily life knickknacks that are strewn about the place as though they had just been left there not that long ago. There's some fruits that are being cut up in the kitchen as a knife is next to a few slices in the unfinished rest of whatever fruit that may be, this long gourd-like yellow thing. And you can see that there's a chair in the living room, so it seems. There's a small ashtray with a cigar placed in it that is still smoking.
Is there any
No one-
blood?
None that you can see.
That's weird. An open door would just suggest, especially with an area being lived in.
One thing you do notice, though, I'm assuming you're like kind of peering inside.
Yeah.
Oh, it's still lit. Oh.
You take a look, and you can see that you look to your immediate left and right as you're at the door frame, and the door frame itself appears wet.
I'm going to
Yum.
touch the wetness.
It's this sickly slime that it's mostly clear. It's like a disgusting mucus, although there's the occasional crimson streak.
I don't like this.
We're approaching horror game territory. Fuck.
Yay, spoopiness.
Should I continue investigating or go back to the rest of the group? I want yays or nays.
I'd go meet up with the rest of the group.
Yeah,
just
I
so
was about to
that
say.
you're in a group.
Yeah, that. Because there's no way to. How deep were you guys in that cave, by the way?
I think
we're
right at the mouth of it, right?
we're about
Yeah.
20-minute walk from it.
From the markings, yeah.
Yeah.
Could I, since I, could I take a glob of this and put it in a piece of cloth Kind of just like, hey, this is evidence that something's in the town that shouldn't be. Because Aerithal doesn't know that you guys figured out that it's already in the town. And I will make my way towards the group. Devil timing it.
Off you go. And yeah, we reconvene a short time after that. Although, you run by and... do you still have the muffs on?
Yes.
In passing, given your good perception, you do pass by a few... I imagine you're making haste.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, among a sparse crowd of calm town goers, you see that you do pass by a small opening, kind of like a town center that has a small fountain, and you can see that at rest there is one of the Auroran officers who is stood at sentry. You're not really sure what he's doing, but it kind of seems like he's maybe waiting around for someone or something. He does see you run by, given your frantic motions. You can see his attention is fully on you, and you see his mouth open as if to call out to you, although you are deafened and you hear nothing.
Is this like I full on looked at him, or I saw him out of the corner of my eye saying that? Or trying to speak to me?
He was within your peripheral, and you did see him lock eyes with you, and you see him call out what looked like the word "hey."
Fuck.
Oh, shit.
Damn it.
Just say you're just meeting some friends and you're in a hurry.
Can't hear you. I'm looking for friends. That's just continuing to run.
I'm looking for friends is crazy.
That's what you said and just ran off?
Yes.
He tightens
Well, I
up
didn't
his
stop
posture.
running. I just said it while I was.
You can see that. Granted, you're not sure how you sound while deafened, but you can see he tightens up his posture and begins a power walk in your direction. But at the rate you're going, you are outspeeding him. You definitely got his suspicions raised.
God damn it.
That's unfortunate.
All right, but before long, you turn a few corners out of his sight, and you eventually do spot the rest of the party, where you reconvene. I believe that's everybody else is together again.
No, I have.
No? Oh,
I went back
that's
to the bar.
Okay. Beep boop.
Oh, okay.
Enter you would. Or your muffs on or off.
Oh no, I took them off when I was running and I tucked them away.
Okay. And you can see that Brutus is awkwardly sitting around by the bar. You can see he's holding his head. You get the idea he ran out of things to say and had to confess to Mr. Token that he's in the process of getting the money.
Hey, sorry it took so long. Where the gang saw something kind of interesting, so here, and I just hand him his coin purse, and so I gotta get going. It seems like it might be something. I don't know.
We gotta get going to bed's what we gotta do. We're gonna have a big day
well-
in the morning, and we're gonna have to move quick if we're gonna make sure that singing stuff is gonna be nice and. You know, I got an appraiser actually in town, and listen, you're gonna get a good cut even though you're not technically affiliated. So that I'm gonna lean on the scales for you because you guys, I think you're really good, and like whether you join the Hammers or not, honestly, it's cool either way. But you guys are great.
Oh no, he's drunk.
I really appreciate it, but we'll still take you up on the offer and everything, and we really do appreciate it, but we'll still take the rooms and everything. But I gotta go.
Whoa, wait, you got bathrooms in here, man.
Oh no, I don't need to use the bathroom. They saw something interesting enough, and as he's like saying this, he's like he's doing like a No.
No, yeah. You can get it. Okay, it's fine. And let me see. Let me guess. It's those tiefling girls again, huh? Okay. I can't blame you for chasing
No.
tail. I mean, they
No,
are
I'm
pretty
taking
hot. I mean, oh well. Hey, window shopping is okay. It's okay to look as long as you don't touch.
Yeah, she would definitely cave in my chest if I did any of that.
Ooh, she
So.
sounds like a lover and a fighter. Okay, buddy. Well,
You
that's...
got goddamn right. But here, I'm gonna hand him another one of my emeralds. Be like, hey, well, like a little one, same as I gave the barkeep, and be like, hey, I gotta run, but we'll talk more in the morning. We'll really get all this settled and all that. So here, it pats him on the back, be like, sorry, I just gotta go, and it just books it out.
Roll persuasion before you book
God
it.
damn it.
As soon as you said, "Oh no, I'm taken," I immediately thought, just because I saw this clip, just because there's a goalie doesn't mean you can't score.
I told that to some of the guys at work, and they absolutely love it to the point that they've been like actually saying that a lot.
That's gold.
So for the sake of this, I'm going to use my inspiration.
Okay.
Right on.
Oh
God damn it.
my god.
Old boy did not need it.
Fuck.
I mean, you did announce you were using inspiration, so
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Mhm.
so
Whatever.
It would be burned
It's
on
still
that.
a crit.
Still, it's a crit.
Yeah.
He takes the emerald, and you see a big old dwarven grin on his face, and he just cocks his head back and goes, "Ah, she won't find out from me."
I doubt you'll ever see her. Like she lives a long life. Hey, you know what? She's gonna live a lot longer than me. And maybe you can hit her up. I don't know. And he just books it.
All right, hey, let me know when you die.
He like thumbs up as he just starts like, is it like full action dash?
Yep.
Putting the headphones on. Actually, he'll leave one ear out, so if in case somebody like yells at him or something, he'll be able to hear.
All right, you're not deafened when you have one in, but yeah, sure.
Yeah, just so they're on, he could just like slap it real quick, and he's full deafened in case something happens.
Gotcha.
Ooh, one thing you could do before you leave, put the muffs back on, look at that table. If you want.
He's gonna see that we've been looting through his stuff if I throw the muffs on.
You're right,
in his
you're
view.
correct.
So.
Mm-hmm.
Out you go.
Yep. Oh yeah. He's full on action dash, just try to like make it to him before anything stupid happens.
There you go. Let's see an athletics roll.
Ugh. I should be.
Got this, I'm lending you my energy.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
You dash and stick to a lot of the low roads because you understand that the situation is not fully realized, and you try to minimize your presence. And dash you would, and reconvene with the rest of the party. You would, as everyone is now officially back together.
Alright.
Oh, Jackson. Anyways, there's something in the town.
You saw something?
I didn't see, but I'm going to take out the cloth with the slime.
Ugh, dude. Normally you
That-
flush those.
No, this was on a door frame.
It's some sort of creature. I don't know what it is. But
Jax will reach over at the slime and like kind of rub it between his fingers, be like, I think that might be saliva. It doesn't seem like mucus, but
I didn't bring it up before because I didn't think it really mattered, but in the tavern, there was a table, full course meal for a bunch. No one sitting there.
it's been eating people in the town. We may have led it here through Bessie.
And it's our responsibility to make sure that to end its reign, I guess.
Yes.
I don't
Whatever
know.
it is, eating fast. There's a when I was coming here, where I got that slime from, empty hole, but it looked like really recently people were in it.
Recently. Did you see any tracks leading back to here or going further into town? It has to nest somewhere.
Not that I can recall. I'm not much of a tracker, though. I feel like that would probably be more, what, your territory, Jaxel?
Sorry, I literally was paying attention. Say again. I feel,
Tracking more your thing, right? You're a mercenary.
yeah, I could track, but I've never really done monster tracks. Most of my people that I'm looking for are already in one area, and I just break in through the upper floor. But
Jax,
I could try.
please.
Yeah, I could try.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll start like tracking it or something. Yeah, I guess.
I want
Cobweb
to help.
Yeah,
Yeah, there you
I
go.
think we all will. Not that I'm speaking for everyone.
I mean, I assume the whole group's looking for this thing. It's just I'm pointing out the people who'd probably be best at tracking.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Nadira is also on that list just because Druid.
Yeah.
All right, let's see where let's see where it goes. See what new hell awaits.
All right. Where are you off to exactly?
I don't know. I guess we're following the tracks, right?
Mm.
So we'll follow the tracks. The like the snake path.
Okay. Retracing your steps.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, Dagny's got a torch lit,
Yeah.
so it should be pretty easy to follow the tracks. And I guess we're just going back into the tunnel.
Okay. With that being said, everyone in their own shit! Oh, what the fuck's going on with this stupid headset? Hold on, I can't hear anything.
Oh.
There it is.
Somebody scream.
No, there's a little button on here that like switches modes, and it just. I couldn't get this non-wireless. Anyways, with having your set path before you, you begin towards the entryway of Kunaholt, back towards the caverns from where you originally entered. And rounding the corner and seeing the exit, you do spy a small crowd of 3. You see that there are 2 look like commoners. Both are dragonborn, a bit burly and well above their mettle. And you can see they are speaking to a Auroran officer. A different one from before, the one that was yelling at Erithal. This seems to be a different one of the 3. But you can notice that his posture is a bit odd. He almost seems to be kind of slouching to one side and his eyes squinting a little. But the 2 Dragonborns don't really seem to either notice or care. And after a while, it seems as though there's parting words with them. The 2 Dragonborn would head into town in your direction. And then several paces behind, the officer begins his route as well. As he turns towards you, you notice that there's something very wrong with him. There's sinews of flesh that seem to be stripped from one side of his face, and there is blood pooling down his white jacket. He seems injured, but wholly unaware.
Oh shit.
Keeping head down, moving forward.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Did this might be seem a little too late, but did it seem like the Dragonborns knew he was injured?
They paid him no mind to the injury. Again, they either didn't notice or didn't care.
Alrighty, if he gets like close and looks looks at like our group, I'll just give a officer, and like a nod and keep going, following the rest of them.
All right, yeah, you do pass by him.
Yeah,
Given that you're heading this direction, you don't reroute.
Mm-hmm.
And you call out, you give him a greeting, and he turns and you can see that he still is actively bleeding from his head, and his one good eye widens, and he looks over towards all of you, and he puts up a hand. Just a moment now. Hold on. I have a few questions I'd like to ask.
Well, depending on your questions, we got answers. Well, what seems to be the problem?
Oh, it's no trouble. It's just a few quick questions, and then I can wrap things up here. A formality, really. We are making patrols through here, and there's a few individuals who we're just trying to locate. Nothing of major significance, just routine things, and we're hoping that you can help me clear out this area and mark it off my list.
You're looking for someone, nobody dangerous, I hope.
Nothing quite like that. It's just a matter of security is all, but in any case, just a few remarks if you could quickly answer these, just to establish a timeline for people moving through. Now, have you all been traveling together?
Yeah.
We certainly have, yes.
Okay. Have you all been as a group as you are now? Are there more people or less?
Sir, I don't mean to interrupt you, but you're looking a little green around the gills.
Yeah, I'm fine. I appreciate your concern, however. I'm trying to just keep safety among everyone's priority, myself included.
Right.
Yeah, we
As he's staring at the fucking flesh hanging off of his face.
yeah, we made a couple drinking buddies at the bar over there, but
Oh,
otherwise it's just been us.
new friends of yours?
No, none of these. I've been traveling with these guys for a while now, but I didn't even get their names. They just good talk, good drink, that sort of stuff.
Roll deception.
God damn it.
Oh shit.
I mean, technically it's true.
Cobweb is sloshed. He would like to help.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Are you actually
Fuck.
helping?
Yeah.
Roll deception with disadvantage, Cobweb.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's not like I'm lying, but it's technically the
Dear.
truth.
Oh no.
I mean, if you couldn't tell by my friend here.
It's no trouble. It's a good place to make friends here. Where are you all coming from exactly?
Anybody have any ideas?
We're tourists from,
Kind of. I just don't think it's a good idea.
we're tourists from the southern city. We're actually, out sightseeing, seeing the world and whatnot. We're actually looking for a way back, if you have any suggestions.
I can write you back. Where are you trying to reach?
Oh no, just the city in general.
Right. There's some twisting roads that tend to change from time to time, heading for the top side from Kunaholtz. I can give you directions, and I can even provide you a map if you want to come with me. I can give you everything you need.
That's
Oh,
not
nothing so serious.
No, that's
we
fine.
wouldn't
You
wanna
still have your patrols to
impose.
do.
No, it's
Yeah,
nothing
yeah.
like that. You're not being detained. I just have a few questions to wrap things up. It's really no trouble.
We'll answer those other questions, but you don't need to take time out of your busy night for us.
Civil service is my job, as a matter of fact, so it's in the job description.
God, do I want to do this? This could go so wrong.
So, your other questions?
Right.
Not to rush you.
You said that you're travelers, so what areas have you traveled through before you got to Kunaholtz?
I'm gonna cast this. I feel like this is gonna go so wrong on me.
Oh shit. Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, I'm scared.
wisdom saving throw. What is your spell save DC?
It's 16.
Okay.
And I get to know if you pass or fail.
You will roll this. Christ, you rolled really good. You rolled a disadvantage. You rolled a 21 and a 15.
Nice.
So he passed.
Meh. I
Does
don't
he
think
do-
anything happens if they pass.
Yeah.
Oh, where we traveled? We've actually been out seeing the rural areas and whatnot. We sort of just passed through, though. We're actually just starting our journey.
Oh, rural areas. You're actually in luck for that. We've been actually picking up some anomalous ways for the further out areas. There's been some activity with the core. Can you tell me where you've been and if you've noticed anything anomalous within the area, particularly with the aura? Just a quick list. Again, this is just so we can keep a tab on people who are out there because we really don't understand what's going on. Just some quick details, please.
Oh, well, you see, our group is sort of nomadic, you see. We don't actually know where we're going, why we're going there. We're just sort of seeing the world, you see.
You said you were heading topside, right?
Well, you're right. But as
you
a
don't
matter
know
of
where you're
fact, the reason that we need directions is because we don't actually know.
Don't know.
Well, we've just sort of been traveling, that's all.
Well, travelers have a destination usually, especially in dangerous parts like this.
Oh.
What areas have you been traveling from?
Dangerous parts? We never heard anything
Such
about
as?
that. Oh, no. You mentioned that these are dangerous parts. How so?
With the auric storms that have been kicking up everywhere and the shifting of the earth. Have you been traveling anywhere close to the equator?
No.
Not that I recall.
Are you being honest?
Why? What reason would I have to lie?
I wasn't speaking in character. I meant like as the GM. Are you?
Technically, we wouldn't even know where the equator is.
On the
So, him
contrary,
saying-
when you looked at the sky above the Sandala farmhouse, you were equidistant from either pole.
Oh, okay.
So no, probably not.
Okay. And you do notice that he is writing down everything that you were saying, and it's more like there's avid notes, but you can see occasionally the pencil halts and stutters a little. And you can see that as he continues, there's a single drip of blood that comes from his face and drips onto the page.
I still have the torch on me. Do I see if he has left a trail of blood behind at all?
You can see that he does have a good amount of blood. It was in the area for which the two dragonborns were convening with him. There's some pieces dotted around, like some trails of blood, but again, this is like loose gravel, so it's hard to eye it beyond just the immediate area. But he's been here for a little bit.
Okay. I'm just gonna be kind of looking into the tunnel, making sure there's nothing coming up on us with the torch.
With your, all right, yeah, you look, and you see nothing.
Oh, okay.
Great. I appreciate your time with all this. There is just one further thing that I do need. Given that I have an advantage here that you've been out in those areas, you actually can help us a great deal with everything that's been going on there. There's some people that have been endangered by the things that you've seen, and you can really contribute to our efforts. This won't take very long. 5-10 minutes tops.
Fire away.
Just so we can corroborate some things and get down some records on this. If you would come with me.
We have some business to deal with first, if you don't mind.
Oh, this is not going to take long.
Right on. Hey, I just noticed. I think you'd look really good with these earmuffs on.
Jeez.
Try 'em out.
He looks at those, and there is kind of suspicion on his face, saying, "That
No,
wouldn't be
no,
necessary."
it's nothing insidious. It's just
There's something that I should be knowing about here.
Are you sure
goes
you're
silent.
alright, sir?
There is an emptiness behind his eyes as he collapses to the floor.
Thank the gods, let's move!
Alright.
I'm gonna
Sweet.
look behind us to make sure something behind us didn't just, fucking kill this guy behind us.
No,
Actually.
No,
no,
I'm
this is
actively
a-
looking for a blood trail now, because this guy came from somewhere.
I'm gonna take his notebook.
Smart bastard.
Yeah, and then I'll follow him while I kind of like look up and flip through, look up, and follow the gang.
The language for which this is written in is
Damn it.
not one you recognize. This appears to be a unique Auroran dialect. Are you all right? So describe your efforts here. So what are your immediate actions? You're heading deeper into the cavern.
Well, I'm seeing if he left a blood trail, because this injury was vast, and yeah, he was moving around for a little bit, so he must have come from somewhere. So I'm seeing if he left an active back blood trail somewhere.
I'll tell you what I
Roll investigation.
think. I think maybe the thing dragged him back, tore him up. He ran, forgot that he got tore up.
He might not have been over by the
Nat
gate.
20,
He could have
bitch, let's
also
go!
been by-
Dagny.
He
Yeah,
could have also
bitch!
been whatever was by the door, maybe, unless that's just
Let's
the
find out.
inhabitants. But yeah, we'll do that.
I'm still
Great.
wearing the earmuffs.
Yeah, same.
You can see that there is occasional drops of blood that are splattered across the general area for which he was seemingly posted just outside the entrance to Kunaholt. But following it, you can see that there is a continuation consistent further down along the darkened bend out into the pressure veins. And you can follow this a good 100, 200 feet down, and seems to corroborate with these serpentine drag marks, where you can see that it comes to a point where there's definitely a lot of blood in one area, and you can see shreds of his uniform. It appears that this was the source of whatever may have attacked him before he made his way back to where he stood.
I'm gonna start looking around for like marks of combat, like
signs of a
like
struggle.
slash marks and like foot scuffles, that type of thing.
I'm assisting him.
Going off of Dagny's crit in investigating this very scene, you can see that with the upturn of gravel, it definitely appears that there was a fight. A short one, but a fight all the same.
This thing is quick.
And so, are the drag marks specifically like person-sized, like a guard, or was it something much larger?
Oh, this is the drag marks of a body. This is as if there's a
Okay.
large creature that is leaving this.
And with that being said, are there any like large
What the fuck was that?
foot marks, or I think he just spilled like his beer or something.
No, there's nothing.
Are there any like large like foot tracks from some sort of creature or whatever? Because if it's dragging something, unless it's flying, there should be something around, especially in a scuffle type fight.
Well, no, he said the drag marks were from the...
Yes, but if there's a scuffle, there should be other like large creature marks if it was, unless it was straight up just like a guy or whatever. But
The only like creatures I've described is the officer and then whatever's created these larger tracks. I don't really see where you're going with this.
Was there recent movement, or was this old movement? Like,
Very recent.
Very,
Okay.
very recent. It would have to be because it would have to have happened immediately after we got here.
Okay, does it seem like the tracks are moving further in, or are they going into town?
Impossible to say, but it is definitely a trail that leads into town from the darkness. Definitely seems upturned.
Okay, at this point we gotta follow these serpentine tracks then, because that'll lead us to it. Because if it's probably creating a trail of destruction that nobody will seemingly know about unless except for us. So we have to follow its trail.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
We'll reverse his track to figure out wherever the hell it came from.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. So you're going to be going further off into the darkness?
Uh,
Yeah, I guess so.
Mm-hmm.
Right. The party steels themselves, and they begin the trail back the way they came into the darkness, leaving Kunaholt.
this feels like a horrible idea.
Yeah, because if it entered the city but didn't come back through here, then that means it's gonna be behind us.
Well, if this is drag marks, like away, theoretically it's already been there and is backed out. But at the very least, if we follow the whatever tracks, it's going to lead us somewhere where we can either like hang out and wait, like if it's a lair of some kind.
Yeah, but why would it go back to its lair when it has an immediate food source? It would stay nearby.
Maybe it's full.
Not really. Not always.
Hmm.
It still has a place to rest, and who knows how recent. Like we know it's recent, but who knows? Like it could have been doing this for a while. So there's going to be something.
Okay, so from the journals, what we know, the last those other dwarves or people were with us was on Bessie.
Yes.
The question is, were they with us until we were heading back to Kunaholt, or
No,
when we were mining?
they were with us
My-
when Brutus found us at the train. That's the last entry that was in there. Whatever this thing is, it came from that crevice.
Well, no. What is it? The last time we saw them would have been in that big cave. Because fucking what is it? It describes in the
Wait,
journal.
No, stop. The journal.
Yes.
Jax, remember the cigar that you got that you didn't know how you got? That was when we were heading to Kunaholt. That's when the
Correct.
people started going away. So that thing's been hunting for what? How long did it take us to get to Kunaholt, B-Man?
Better part of an
Hours.
hour on Bessie.
About an hour. How long were we in the tavern? About another hour?
Give or take.
At least 2, maybe 3 hours. This thing has been hunting and killing.
I know, and it's racking up such a fucking body count. I don't even know of a creature who can eat this much.
No one would.
If there... If
It could be back at a lair to rest and recuperate. I mean, it takes a lot of energy to fight that long.
And if it's dragging a body, like its own body, that's large enough to eat this many people, it's like you said, it's obviously got to rest. And I forgot where I was going.
It's gotta rest somewhere.
Can I give guidance to the
digest, yeah.
real life Peanut?
Oh shit.
Nah.
No, I'm telling you that it has to be that crevice.
Yeah, it's got to be, because he mentioned before that who knows what it releases when it shifts.
Yes, but at the same time, there were signs of expansion. Something came out of it.
Well, back to the cave.
Yeah.
That's
I
our
mean,
best bet for
that's
anything.
where the trail is taking us, is into the cave.
Mm.
So, best to all our knowledge, we got a trail going into the cave, so it's probably heading back to the lair.
Mm.
Yeah.
All right. And
And-
forward, you would continue. Now, the question I am posed to everyone here, it's 11:07. If we continue, I foresee a minimum of an additional hour. We could
I
cut it
think
here.
it's bedtime.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest.
think-
I,
I
got
think it's
work in the
bedtime.
AMs.
Cringe.
That's a
I know.
Some of us have to be adults.
I fucking
Mhm.
figured it out. Come on.
So
Come
I'm
on.
too
I get
old
up
for
after
this.
6
So are we.
a.m., okay?
Yeah.
The elder requires sleep.
fair.
Fine.
Second this
Boomers.
notion.
I fucking had the fucking start of the session. This is a false Hydra, isn't it?
You
Yep.
Yeah,
You
no.
Dex
fuck
was like,
Occam's
"Oh, it's a false
razor,
Hydra." I'm like, what's a
bitch.
false Hydra?
Occam's
Oh, yeah,
razor, bitch.
Shannon, do not look it up. Just
I already looked it up.
no.
Fucking-
no.
No, because you'll spoil it for yourself, and it's not fun. If
Yeah.
Believe me, it's gonna be
Honestly,
so much
it was mostly
cooler.
just a lot of like shitty clip art from Reddit. So
Yep,
Fair
that fucking journal fucking
that's
clinched
really
it,
all
so.
you'll see of it, really.
It doesn't have like an official stat block. I don't think.
No, it does not.
Yeah.
Some-
Alrighty, I'll catch y'all on the flip.
All
Bye.
right.
yeah, good night, everybody.
Oh, my bad. Banger today.
Mm.
Absolute banger.
It was a banger.
It's October
Mhm.
1st.
Yay.
Alrighty.